Then that's all of that updated, and now I just need to do that in Discord real quick.
I am drinking Red Bull, so maybe that will help.
And there goes our first sponsor violation.
Oh,
There we go.
Blue box is cool.
Bull Red. How about that?
Bull
My
Red.
Bull of
Bull
Red.
Red.
I like, sometimes on Critical Role, they'll have a very obvious Starbucks cup with just black electrical tape wrapped around it.
Not electrical tape, it's gaffer's
Or
tape.
sorry, gaffer's tape. or they'll have like a soda and they'll have to grab it with their whole hand and cover the logo.
So given the Lord of the Rings emphasis on D&D, this does not give you wings. It gives you rings.
I already have
It's a
wings,
potion
cool.
of flight, right?
Okay, so then
Hey, Pat, you are first, my friend. Welcome.
that and
You have dark
I noticed
right?
there's Pat 66
I have low light
and then there's
vision.
Pat Draws.
I believe.
Oh, that just begins. There's
believe
Fraley,
Fraley
who's
is
also
also
Pat.
Pat.
And then there is...
Canadian Ancient Gamer. This
Canadian Patrick is Canadian Ancient Gamer. We have 4 Pats, I think,
It's-
at
yeah.
least.
Yeah, when you're mailing stuff to people, they're like,
Which Pat?
I gotta say, all the Pats were so kind. I went back and I watched the last stream, just kind of paying more attention to the comments. All the Pats were just like so congratulatory and thankful and everything.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we all agree the Pats are the best.
No, I'm just kidding. They're great.
Hello, Amanda.
Okay, that's
Enoch,
updated.
good to
but
see you,
as Pat
sir.
Draws said, you have to earn your painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not feeling it just yet.
No, exactly.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're not gonna come and be best friends with the party in an instant.
No.
Gotta make some enemies before you can make some friends.
Especially if you're
this
playing
guy.
with Tim and you
Yeah.
pickpocket his character.
You know.
Daily inventory.
Oh no!
It's happened before. We one of our characters got fireballed, and John's like, "Can I see your character sheet?" So he can just pick and choose what he wants to destroy.
Hey, Jay, good to see you. Thank you so much.
No,
yes.
that was fun artwork.
And I only, like, it was all good. It was all fun. So,
I forget. I don't think I actually lost much because I have a magical backpack. That
yeah, it helps
There.
It was.
you. You
Yeah,
just
it was
want
mostly my flesh
an
and
eyebrow.
It was
Yeah,
Amen.
like,
and all of the hair on my head. Yeah,
It was Eamon who had to have his stuff looked.
but then he died
then he
afterwards,
immediately died.
so it didn't really
there
matter
was that
much.
death thing.
The
before he
next,
died.
I think it was the next session.
Yeah, it was the session directly afterwards.
So he burned up all of his stuff, and then he had to
Then he had to die.
just throw the whole character sheet away.
Although we kept the wand of lightning bolt, which
Thank you for the host, Jay.
Wands, thankfully, tend to be a little more
Don't worry, Pat.
made of a little more sturdy stuff.
magical
enjoy.
items
I mean,
are very sturdy.
I get it. It's a
Magically
beautiful day outside. I was actually going to post. Oh, there's another Pat. Thank you, Fraley. Good to see you, sir. And I was going to say, I'll be happy if I have 5 viewers today. It's so gorgeous outside
It's
on
a
the 4th of
beautiful day.
July.
Beautiful.
It really is nice. And so I know a lot of you are enjoying time with family, and I am just fine with that.
Red Dragon Fireworks. That doesn't sound good.
Red Dragon Fireworks.
Is
do you see that?
Title of
So
it?
the title is Runelords 61,
Oh.
Red Dragon, comma,
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yes, not fireworks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, fireworks.
Yes, it's a 4th of July joke.
Exactly.
You know what Red Dragon Fireworks would be, though, right? You've seen Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that was not even a red dragon. That was just a firework dragon with
Made of fire. I would call it as close to red as we can get from a firework, but
He's
I
a
was
bit more
trying to get
orange.
one of you to do that, but I was hinting, I think you,
to do what?
to do a dragon in the air with
To s-
fireworks.
to scare
but
it away?
I couldn't say Lord of the Rings,
Oh.
and I wanted a party, and I wanted it, but
I mean, that is such not an anachronism. That's fine. If you want to
yeah.
make anything Lord of the Rings is
There
acceptable
are
as a
literal
reference.
spells called pyrotechnics.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
oh,
fireworks, yeah.
The halflings used to all be called hobbits before they got in trouble with the
And they do play a Lord of the Rings campaign
Our
every so
second
often.
violation today. Wow, Red Bull now the Lord of the Rings folks. No.
The
what
Tolkien
are
estate will
hobbits?
come and get us.
Tolkien estate is very kind. We love
Yes.
them.
Just back in the day. That's why.
Back in the day, they were quite litigious.
Well, it's more that you just didn't appreciate the the Hobbit name being used.
Yeah,
and so
I like that Tolkien was like,
We
all
can
right,
have
we got
them.
orcs, we got elves, we got humans. That's all good. That doesn't exist. What can I make up? Hobbits. And that's going to be the main character in all the stories.
Well, I think it just sort of played into the everyman syndrome, the underdog, the not just a
extremely
youth, but a
small.
tiny, small
Yeah.
youth, hairy feet, and second breakfasts. Thank you, old school.
A sense of great adventure wandering away from your front door for the first time ever to face the very much unknown.
I love the Hobbit book because you started out and it's just a description of what a Hobbit hole looks like
Yep.
for the first 5 pages.
Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
And then I started reading Lord of the Rings and could not get through the first chapter.
What?
Because you can tell that the man went to war and came back and wrote a very different styled book when he came back. It's a lot drier and not in my opinion, because it's now spanned over 3 books, a whole
All
adventure.
right, I'm sorry. We're closing the stream off right now.
I want to read them at some
I
point.
had some
I just haven't
random
gotten to it.
stranger walk into my home and start speaking. I don't know who this is,
I was
but
a lot younger then as well.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
I gotta say,
They're good books though.
I gave it a try when I was younger. I was surprised at the amount of lyrics and songs.
Yeah, well,
Man
that's
likes
what he
so
does.
many.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Bombadil. Yeah,
Well,
he's-
is-
yeah.
You did
Hard.
tell me not to read the books. I'm good watching the movies.
That was more because I know your taste.
What I think it is he went to war and he realized just how important life and everything that's living is, and he loved it. He would describe an entire forest and every tree in it if he could. And that's what the Silmarillion was basically him
I
just
love the Silmarillion.
describing everything in as much detail as he possibly could.
All right. Hello, everyone. I don't know what we're talking
Yeah.
about here, but welcome to Blue Box. Good to see you here on this gorgeous July 4th holiday, and thank you for joining us. I have, of course, as always, Evelyn, Thomas, and Jenny, Short Mom on the Run. But now for the second week in a row, we have the amazing. I mean, the cosplay effect
I just
is
saw myself
really.
for the first time. And the hat.
And like, I never wear a hat,
that goes with
and we're wearing opposing hats. It's like, it's awesome.
Cap and cloak.
That's a lot better.
No, but Chandler, who plays Markov, an incredible new role player, we're so glad to have him with us. And we have just heard some heresy about Lord of the Rings, and I would like you to go ahead and apologize, please.
I'm sorry. It's really good.
All right, welcome, and we're going to kick off here in just a moment with the combat that ended last week's session. And yes, the title of the show, cheeky, Red Dragon, Fire Works, and that's our 4th of July celebration here at Blue Box. We've got the shirts, we've got a Pimpin' Joy shirt over here in red, white, and blue.
I've got a Captain
We
America
got
shirt.
flag, American
Captain
flag.
America shirt, I'll get a flag there. Evelyn?
I got my red lipstick. That's all.
She tried.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Let's talk about what happened last time and each of your characters. But before I do that, I have to show the artwork. Markov,
Ooh.
you're now official. You have your little icon here, but the actual full body image of wow, that sounded wrong. I didn't mean it that way. The full image of Markov. Look at that.
Isn't it cool?
It is so cool. Look
It
at
might as well be used without a beard.
Yeah, that is fair. There's the face originally looked a little different, but I love the redesign, and it's so cool.
Well, and I want, like, she's never seen your face.
Yeah.
So, like, that you just said gaunt, more pale. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
I guess. Yeah.
That's on you. That's on you.
You basically described yourself except
Yeah.
for the beard, and boom,
Yeah.
she killed it. So welcome, Markov, officially to the stream. All right, let's go around. Let's talk about each of your PCs, and then we'll have, as always, Evelyn do what happened last time.
Got it.
Cade, kick us off.
What do you want me to do?
Your introduction of your PC.
Oh,
Like we do every single week.
huzzah! I am Captain Cade Cardinal. Level, oh, what am I now? Level 11. I think.
Still
Yeah.
level 10.
No, level 11.
No, I'm
Rolled
level
HP last
11.
session.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes, no, only because she absolutely.
No, you promised. Level 11. Level 11 swashbuckler. Oh, well,
Hide the rum.
Right
Kate was
now.
dipping in early.
I am attempting to jump onto a dragon. So we'll see how that works out.
Well, like that could leave anyone confused. It didn't seem like when you say to jump onto a dragon, perhaps it's a small dragon. You're on the ground. You're leaping onto its foot, or is there something more dangerous that you've attempted here?
Well, you see.
How tall is the tower?
Yeah, I know. I don't know that.
All right,
60?
so
I'm leaping off a tower to
so
save Irda.
she's leaping off exactly a 60-foot tower.
Okay.
Oh, 60
The dragon
feet.
is
Good
up
God
there,
Almighty.
and I
Crunch.
purposefully I've got my other red dragon here, but he didn't have a long stand that worked this way, and I really didn't want to watch Chandler hold that
hold
the
the
entire time like he did last time. So we have Irda here engaged with the red dragon. Just pretend he's red. He is juvenile though, so it's not like I've thrown an ancient red dragon at them. And Captain Cade Cardinal has decided to leap off of this 60-foot tower
Using the leap
toward the
feet
dragon,
skill.
using his leap feet.
Leap
and
feet.
Leap feet.
his roll was pitiful.
Oh, no, it wasn't? I
Yes, it
rolled an
was.
18, I thought. I didn't?
I
No.
feel like I distinctly remember being not that good.
No,
really?
you rolled a 4.
No, not that bad.
All right, let's go. Chandler, go ahead.
Yes.
It wasn't good.
Yes, I'm Chandler. I'm playing the role of Markov, which we have now discovered is a monster hunter that fights the evils within and without civilization. Still quite mysterious. Seems to know quite a bit about the group, and seems to have known the dragon was coming, and has used his skills thus far to locate the weakness in a dragon, which is not on the outside, but on the inside of the dragon, shooting into its mouth. Knows maybe too much about too many things, but is
It's a little disconcerting.
yes. But him disconcerting those around him serves in his favor. So
He seemed to embrace it quite
Yeah.
heartily.
Yes.
So, all right.
Alcott Devereaux, wizard extraordinaire, currently sitting at the cusp of level 11. Scared of a dragon, but confident. We got this. I believe in us. It's just a dragon. It's not that scary. Right?
Just a dragon?
It's not like it's half the name of the game we play, and that they're horrible, terrifying, and do 6 attacks every round or whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Can I request a
Sounds like you're
reroll
trying to
for the new session?
Can I request a reroll?
You cannot request a reroll. All right, Irda.
Hello, I am Irda Lenril. I am an Azamar. I am a level 8 Skald, level 3 Paladin of Serenray. I am currently being numbed on by the dragon. And trying to get children on the straight and narrow and to stop committing acts of sacrilege against my deity. And, just trying to save a whole fort that, I've sworn to protect or something, but it's no big deal.
And I love your post. Keep it from slag and rubble.
Yes. So,
It'll be fine.
yeah.
All right. So I think everyone knows, but just for our process, go ahead and tell us what happened last time.
So last time we started off with Cade begging Serenray for aid to get the magical hawk that Eamon had sent
so
away.
what
All
was
I wanted was a hawk.
Can you tell us what was the selfless sort of deity-aligned goodness in that request?
There was none of that.
Oh, okay. All right.
He
Just checking.
did pour rum all over pee on the altar of Serenray.
And so
I have a good heart.
And then proceeded to beg Serenray for help through for selfish reasons. But anyway, Cade was met with actually an offer of a boon,
Whatever.
and more than just a boon, and the stone hawk magical item as well, if
If
he would
one simple request.
if he would give up the drink. And of course, Cade immediately did not need to
And blasphemy, I tell you.
Ran away.
ran away.
You literally just called a deity asking you to give up liquor was blasphemy?
Yep.
Okay.
That was said many times last night, in fact. Now Saturday, not taking quite kindly to Cade's rejection of her generous gifts, has led Cade to not really enjoy the taste of drink at the moment.
Okay, so before you, so Pat Draws popped in, and yes, it is Heavenly Rum. That's a good point. But I want to ask the party here. I don't let viewers engage over much with what happens in the game.
Okay.
But I do like them influencing.
Love it.
Do you know who influenced
Well,
what
you told
happened?
me.
I know. Like, do you want to share it with the
Oh.
party? Oh, well, let them guess then.
Who
Yes.
influenced the rum?
So the rum becoming sour to her mouth as a result of the disrespect to Saren Ray. It was actually a great idea from one of our viewers. I got it in Discord, and
Like an NPC, or was it Saren Ray that did that?
No, Saturday
no,
made
Saren
the-
Ray did it, but
But,
a
so
viewer
there are
suggested
viewers.
it. Which
Yeah.
viewer suggested it?
Iculus.
Good guess. Josh could have done that, but he didn't.
Okay.
Like something he would do, though.
It does not something Josh would do. I'll give you a hint. They have already chatted in the last few moments.
Is it past 66?
It is. Oh God, no, not Pat 66.
Is it Elhawk?
Lee would not.
Is
do
it
that.
Fraley?
No,
I can
no,
read
not-
if you Who was it?
Jester?
No, it wasn't Jester. It
Old
was
school.
somebody who's done so much for the, including a lot of Cade love
Is
on
it?
the stream.
Pat Draws?
Was.
I skipped over Pat.
Pat, they think you love me, that you wouldn't do that to me.
Yes. It was Pat Draws. All right, sorry, continue.
But yeah, so Cade currently does not like the taste of alcohol, at least of the Heavenly Rum. We don't know if it extends to other booze, but at least the Heavenly Rum he does not like the taste of. And it was not the rum that was tainted. It was tested by Markov, and Markov realized it still tasted just as tasty. But anyway, so Cade ran down. Irda was trying to help organize some stuff. Alcott was deciding he was going to go out and rest in his cabin for the evening, and he let Irda know, and she said just keep in touch in case anything dangerous happens. He went out, found Markov and
Which was the
Markov's
goal.
mule, and brought them back because he decided he didn't really need to stay out now that he knows
that
who
point.
was wandering around the fort, and he actually shared that information that Bresden was not crazy. In fact, here's the guy you've been looking at.
It's a real person.
Yeah. Markov knew an eerily large amount of information about the heroes of Sandpoint, which he startled Alcott with immediately, knowing Alcott's name, just out in the middle of the woods here. So they came back into the fort. Cade was panicking about the whole Saren Ray issue, and went over to Tilia, and actually the school teacher, for anybody who is new, Tilia the school teacher, and was like, hey, I saw one of your kids running down from the tower. Anyone want to tell me who it was? And offered a gold piece, which one of the little girls with cute little braids in her hair immediately ratted out her fellow classmate.
A whole gold piece. That's a lot of money.
Wow, that's huge. Yes, it was immense.
And the girl actually like bit the coin too to make sure it was legit, which props to
She was
her.
a savvy lass.
Yes, that was good.
But we learned it was little Jimmy who had urinated on the altar of Saren Ray because he was upset. He did not believe Saren Ray was real because he had lost both his mother and his sister in the floods in Turtleback Ferry. Cade tried to talk to him initially, but that didn't go well. So Cade went and got Irda. Irda spoke to him and tried to help him understand a little bit more. And there was a little bit back and forth, and she showed him some of her magic that is granted to her via her connection to Saren Ray. And so he was like, oh, can you teach me that? And she's like, oh, it'll take a long time, but yeah, we can get there eventually. But first of all, I need you to help me clean up the mess you made. So the two of them went up, cleaned it up.
He was reluctant.
Markov did interject a little bit in that conversation and suggested that the seeds of evil are rooted early, and maybe the child should be dealt with. Irda being the lady of
Root out the evil from the children.
Irda being the lady of the sport decided it might be best if she's the one to hand out judgments. And so went with it. So they went up. Alcott began to show Markov around the fort and kind of introduce him to people. And then as Irda and Jimmy continued to clean the altar, the rest of the other three came up to kind of speak to her and figure out what was going on. There was mention of a strange-looking bird flying across the moon, which seemed to be a dragon that Markov had been hunting for a while, and seemed to possibly be the same dragon that had been part of the assault on
It's at least
Sandpoint.
plausible.
Seeing as it's not impossible for a dragon to fly that far in that amount of time. The conversation, once the altar was cleaned up, Jimmy went on his merry way with the holy symbol of Serenray now in his possession. And the others went down to Irda's room where Irda had all the match. She went ahead and explained to Markov everything that's happened so far. And then as soon as their conversation was kind of coming to a close, there was the rum tasting incident in the midst of this, but as soon as that conversation was coming to a close, the tower was rocked as some sort of burst of flame struck the side of it. All the party came out and immediately saw the red dragon coming towards the fort, beginning its assault. Irda immediately vamped out the wings and started calling out for people to take positions, as well as the civilians to clear into safer places. The rest of the party began to establish make their preparations for fight. Cade ran away into the tower.
Open the citizens and let
He
them
bravely ran away. He bravely ran away.
I would like
We did discover it was because he was running up the tower so that he could get closer.
That was a subsequent choice. That was not his initial instinct.
and letting the horses go. Let's keep the story straight.
So several rounds of combat took place. The dragon was just wailing on Irda, and Markov was actually one of the strongest fighters against this dragon with his knowledge of dragons, and so he was just firing on it left and right. And Alcott and Irda were continuing combat while Cade ran up the stairs. And finally, at the end of last week, leapt off the tower. With a 4.
Didn't both of you critically strike the dragon as well?
Yes.
Oh, Irda was putting in work.
Yeah, she did. After it put on work on her, she put on work on it.
I actually have not taken my turn at the end of the round that we're on yet.
I have not either.
And so, but yes, Cade made his leap. We have not gone yet, and that's where we ended last time.
Well done. All right, so thank you, everyone. And yes, Josh, we're glad you enjoy your holiday weekend, and we think you're the best, too. And yes, I agree, Pat. It does sound like Markov has daddy issues. So we shall see how those get resolved. Are you ready? Let's begin the combat. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We're not going to do a sponsor of the week this week, only because I'm going to be out Tuesday. We have an incredible one-shot happening. And so before I start my game, we'll do this once more. Tell us about the one-shot on Tuesday.
All right, so hi, I'm DMing a one-shot. It's called Shadows of the Divine City. It is actually set in a world that I am currently working on building.
If you send me that pic, I'll put it up.
Yeah. I'll drop that in Discord really quick. I have 4 fantastic players who I am most excited about playing. I will be joined by Time Lord's wife Kayla, Vivi, and Josh from our Tuesday group, and Robert, Phantom, and Jay. They are my 4 players for Tuesday night, and they are trying to. They're a group that's actually they're level 6 characters, and they're a group that's been together for a while in the context of this story, and they're trying to unroot the dark happenings in the Divine City.
Is this a continuation of what you ran at BlueBoxCon?
It is the other side of what I ran at BlueBoxCon.
Well
so
done.
anybody who was part of my BlueBoxCon group would know kind of the context of that. So.
That's so fun.
All right, so it's up there on the screen. Hang on, let me pull it up. So we have this coming. We will be back with our normal Wednesday. I'll be back in time for Wednesday Lore Master Arcanum. And then, of course, regular session next Sunday. And then we're getting ready for the big January, or probably July 17th. January, yeah. July, it's been a quick year. July 17th session for the charity stream for St. Jude's. And all that's going to get posted up soon. So join us for Shadows of the Divine City on Tuesday night. You will not want to miss that on Blue Box. And again, as I like to do, anything that's given that night, all subs, all cheers, all bits, that will go directly to Evelyn. So just like we did last week with Darren from Ferox, when we have guests on that run streams here, we put all the money that comes in from the stream to them. And we're looking forward to that. Now, I've been stalling.
Wait, can I ask? A reroll. Do you really remember? Because I don't.
You wrote it down.
I don't remember. I write.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See,
a
like
bummer.
all of my, I write all.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
and
you
I
see,
Put it on the page! Wait!
I had been gifted a full heal from Pat Draws at
I
the
know, I
and
know,
that had
I've got
started
that,
to
I've
take
got
effect.
that.
Anybody
There were
I need a full leap of faith. Granted to me.
I've got you, Jenny.
all right, so here we go. We're starting off with session 61 of Runelords. I cannot believe we have almost 40 people watching us on a July 4th. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, guys.
This is Red Dragon, Fire, Space, Works. And now we're kicking off the game.
Time for battle music.
Oh, you just like actually ruined the surprise.
Oh, what? We're in a battle?
Wind out of his sails. Come on.
As flame erupts, they're still burning coming from the stables there. The folks of Fort Von Frost, they continue to scatter the horses, neighing as they streak off in the distance. Gurg starts running toward what's the dragon. You see blood pouring out of Irda as the dragon's talons scrape and rake and crush against her skin. You see Markov's bolt fire straight in the dragon's maw. And as it does so, to all of your disbelief, Cade runs and leaps.
Is it obvious that he's not making it at all?
Let's get to that in a second. So, hold on. I should have had this up. I don't want to leave Pat Draws out. He did some amazing artwork for this.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
he did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have had this already. Forgive me, guys. But I'm going to pull this up. The fan art section of Blue Box. So much fan art. I can't believe all the fan art. This one, though. This is so much fun. Let me right click. Save image. There we go. And Cade. Save, and now I'll open it. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Yar, what am I doing? Cade, as you leap, your roll was a 4. It feels that, so Cade doesn't die.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
What's the command for?
Exclamation point help.
I mean, I have great leaping ability. I have
make it as easy
leaping
as possible.
things.
You also have a bad roll on the die. As you leap off,
I have great faith in Sarenrae!
it is actually still the sense of your rebuke of Sarenrae.
Crap.
As you denied, you were offered divine.
She wanted to take my rum!
She wanted to relieve you of your
Vices.
horrible fate.
It's not a vice or a horrible fate, it's rum.
As you leap,
It does good things for me! And I love Sarenrae!
It does good things for me. Ask your liver.
and the edge of this crenellation breaks off, and you see Cade headed straight toward the ground. It wasn't even close. You aren't even gonna tap a wing. You are headed straight
As just
toward
like
the ground.
my body just reacts, I grab my sword and I shout "Penacado!" and I cast Featherfall on Cade. Using my one daily ability to cast any spell I haven't prepared to save your butt from falling off a tower.
Comedically slow falling.
You're just suddenly.
As you leaped out, I'm out of all my. I don't think I have any
Did
more.
not go as planned!
Let's put this under
You now
here
fall
so we can
60
see.
feet around, so you should make it to the ground by the end of the round. But
You start floating down slowly as you hear the arcane words of Alcott. Now we go to you, Irda.
All right, so Irda is like, this is not great. So she's gonna swift action, lay on hands, and heal herself.
And that was an immediate action, so that hasn't taken anything on my turn to do.
Oh, okay, great, thank you.
Oh, Emily.
But I am still raging, so I get my 5 from my Skull's Vigor. So that's a 6. So that's good. And then I would like to try to move away from this dragon just a smidge, if at all possible.
All right, so I need you to roll strength. You're grappled, so
Well,
he's got.
I'm pretty strong, so let's see if I can do
yeah, so is he.
I'm pretty strong.
that. Pretty
This
strong.
pet is dead?
Do I need to roll under my strength?
No, so what I want you to do is roll a d20, add your strength bonus to this one, please.
Okay, let's see if I can do it.
I believe you.
As Cade falls.
Nope.
What was it? Was it
It's a 10.
Oh, well, I could roll worse. 10 plus.
That's just a 10.
No, that's
Oh, it's
with
a
modifier.
total of 10.
Yeah, because I have a
Okay.
plus 5 and I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
No.
It clamps down. You feel the jaws
die.
sink deeper into your shoulder, even as the furnace of its gullet
Alright.
inflamed.
Well, great. So I did my lay on hands. Does that count as my action trying to get free there to move?
No, I won't count that as an action. I'll let
Okay.
you. But
I need to heal myself.
as this happens, everything goes still.
What?
Love it.
You see a beam of light comes off the altar atop the tower. And as the beam of light shoots out, sorry, Markov, I'm getting you like really mugshot there.
Good.
As the beam of light shoots out, you feel the healing power of Seren Ray. And yes, Pat draws.
Thank you.
It is, but it's not just that she heals you. It's almost as though she is showing the preference toward the divine versus the profane.
Right.
Those that seek virtue and those that
I'm coming from a
embrace
good place.
and you are completely and fully healed.
Love it.
That's better. So then for my action, I'm going to use my spell canning, and because I dropped my shield, I'm actually going to cast Mage Armor on myself, because I can do that with my spell canning because it's a wizard spell, level 1. So spell canning, and so she's going to cast Mage Armor so that she can now have a +4 to her armor where she was down 2. So
I believe for
will
the next
put me
12 hours.
11 hours. So that puts me at
11 hours, sorry.
a 30 for my my AC right now.
AC is now at 30.
Temporary, yeah.
All right.
That's for,
Got it?
Yeah. So yes, while I am mage armored, I'm at a 30. So she's like, ah.
Love it.
Okay, and that's all I can do because I cast spell.
Okay, you cast that. You feel this armor cover your body. Even a bit of the teeth that are engaged in your shoulder, you feel them slightly repelled. A couple of inches, they're kind of pulled out just enough. Now we go to Alcott.
Can I move a bit towards the horse stables to be able to get an angle on the dragon's body so that I don't hit Irda in the way of launching an attack at this dragon?
All right, so let's pull up our 2-cam view here. And so, yes, you can see where you're at.
And I am hasted now as well, so.
Let me lift it up
You are
just a
still
little
hasted, I'm still hasted.
We all should still be hasted.
Yes.
Am
and
I
think-
hasted now because I'm in the range?
No, you were never.
But
it's
No,
from the
you
start.
missed it.
You have to be
It's a
outside.
one.
the
Yeah,
end
you're
of
But
right.
you do get the raging song now. That
Yes,
you're
you do get the
outside.
raging song. That's right, but not the
Because
hate.
that it just has to hear it.
All right, so Alcott, you're going to rush toward the stables, and are you taking a full round action for this? Because you get a quick action for the
I'm using
feather
a standard action to cast a spell. So
fall. So 10 feet. You get 10 feet.
with haste, do I move 20 though? Because that's what we did in the instant fight.
Yes, you are correct.
All right.
You move 20.
And then I will look up at the dragon. I will pull out my classic glass rod and fur, and I will move the fur across the glass rod, bringing that into my backhand, and then lightning starts to build up in my hand as I shout, "Foolmen!" and a lightning bolt shoots out toward the dragon.
All right.
I need to
So
roll
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
roll.
dice.
I got a couple things I got to roll, but you go ahead and roll your damage dice, and I'll tell you if they do
yes,
anything.
yes.
Because there is also going to be, of course,
It is a
spell
reflex save for half the
resistance.
damage.
There's also a spell resistance here.
Man, you got all the cool spell resistance, people. Can I have 6 more of these?
Yeah.
The spell resistance failed.
Evelyn's
So
got
what is the
all of them.
DC on your saving throw, please, sir?
The DC is
6.
18.
18.
Reflex. I haven't rolled damage for this spell yet because I've always maximized it.
The dragon has no ability to move or pivot because it's maintaining stationary area as it gnaws on Irda. Your lightning bolt hits it full power. Give me the full
43
damage.
I rolled 4 5s, 2 6s, 1 4, 1 3, 2 2s.
No ones.
No
Yeah,
ones.
I'm going Fraser.
Very good damn. 43 total. Yeah.
Do you even know who Fraser is?
Yes.
Okay.
I need
got
to.
one.
Yeah.
You're right. Your lightning bolt streaks into the dragon.
Oh, and do I need to reflex save again?
Yes, you're going to have to do the same thing
Yeah.
because you're going to have to try to pull away. In fact, I'm
Because
going to let you do a reflex because
the
it's going to
lightning
have
went through its
so
mouth?
what, actually, hold on, no.
Because I tried to get out of the way so that it wouldn't
I'm
hit
sorry.
him.
Electric causes contraction, so everything seizes.
Intensity.
So it's going to be strength
But
again.
I am slightly resistant to electric.
Right.
And I still have one advantage from last time because you said we could keep them. So I'm gonna
I
roll this
did,
one an
I did.
advantage.
Might as well.
Because it came in.
And this is your last one for the.
And this is my
this
last
combat.
one for the combat.
That's a Usain Bolt. Hey, good to see you. If you guys haven't seen Siegelin's art in our Discord, it's incredible.
Okay, so that is a 21 reflex save. Yeah, 21.
You take the damage.
All right.
So 43
Minus 5.
points, right?
Minus
So you
5.
take then the 38, and the dragon takes the 43. But as soon as the lightning has coursed through its body, every scale outlined, limbed in this blue light, the fire, as it pulls back, it prepares to bellow, but it has to let go of Irda. Irda is released from the dragon's maw, and we go to initiative.
Okay, okay.
Which is still on you.
What's
You won it last
No,
time.
I failed.
So then Kate's
It
on,
goes
right?
to Kate. And
Oh.
you have
Kate
your
also has a plus
+1.
1.
Oh,
So D6, add a plus 1
Yeah,
to it.
because John uses his plus 2
That's
to...
right, that's right.
That's right. I've already used mine.
So we've all used our
But
plus
if anybody
2s.
wants to give me more, I'll take it.
Didn't she give us
any more this
a group?
combat. It's not until next combat.
I think didn't Time Lord's wife give us a group initiative?
But we wouldn't get it till next
Can't use
combat.
next
Yeah.
combat.
Right.
It's on
Thank you, Kayla, though.
Thank you. Go to bed.
Inspiration points and bits. Did I get stuff?
I don't know.
Pat, remind me.
DM has a 5.
Did you roll a 4 on the dice?
Well, I'm glad I'm not where you three are.
The dragon releases its bellow of fire. It is going to catch Irda straight on,
Yeah.
who's already taken a ton of lightning damage. I mean, if Pat Draws had not done what he had done,
I'd
Irda
be
would
dead.
be dead. It's going to catch Cade.
Oh, crap.
This citizen was running, is still going to be caught in the path. Here, let me go to the 2 cams.
Oh, gave 200
This
bits.
citizen here is caught in the flame. Alcott, no. I'm going to say, because you look at the arc
Yeah.
of this, you're going to be just outside the arc of it.
Thank goodness.
So it's going to catch these 2.
I'm just asking.
And I'm not resistant, so
I like tripped. I think close to the building with Featherfall, I wouldn't be out there.
So no, you were leaping for this dragon, right? So you didn't just drip
No,
off the
but
edge.
well, wait. You did say
I said
I
it
caught
cracked. Yeah, broke. You still have a bit of an arc.
Angle was wrong.
Yeah.
You're still
You still have a
leaping.
bit of an arc.
Yeah.
And I like, even before anything else happened, I put you here, so I knew what I was doing. All right. You get no reflex save. There's nothing you can do. You are feather
Well,
falling
so
to the
Featherfall
ground.
brings you down 60 feet in one round. You said the tower was 60 feet, so wouldn't he be at the ground at this
Well, yes, but if you take simultaneous action,
It would be at the.
yeah,
But
so
it's
it's
It is an immediate reaction to him beginning to fall, right?
what's that?
So the moment Cade started falling, I cast Featherfall.
Correct, but the moment he started falling was
also
in the
running in that
midst
round.
of that.
Okay,
Right,
no,
because
yeah.
he had to turn, run, leap off. You hit. Now the dragon. Let's go over fires. This is all happening within like 3 seconds.
Could Cade twist his body in such a way? Can I at least tell you on a disadvantage save?
Just because you are so compelling, yes.
Because he does have more control since he's sort of slowly falling.
So you're gonna
Decide
make
which side
you're
of his
gonna-
body
you're
gets
gonna-
roasted.
I'll let you make a saving throw to kind of turn your body
More important part of your body.
as you're feather falling. Irda, you get a saving throw certainly because you were
What
waiting.
do I roll? A D20?
A D20.
2d20 take the
reflex.
lower.
No, I'm
You're
giving
not
her one.
getting-
Oh, sorry.
Because she was getting none, so
Yes.
you gave her
yes,
one.
Yes, yes,
Okay. Come on. I need
I
you.
believe in you.
I need
Flap,
you.
Cade, flap those little arms.
Oh my gosh! Why didn't I roll that? 20!
You rolled a natural 20?
20?
That's
A nat 20? Okay.
That's good. It's a
That's
reflex
better.
save.
I know that, but
It's
why
still-
didn't I roll that when I leapt?
It's still half damage, but
Alright.
it could be worse.
It wasn't bad.
Cuddles it like,
I mean, you don't want to die.
See, I'm very graceful. Even when I fall,
Okay.
I'm rolling through
Always
the
graceful.
Don't forget to stop, drop, and roll.
Hey.
I think he's gonna have much of a choice.
I got a 27. Rolled an 18 on the die.
Yeah. Okay. So no. Yeah. Yeah. So you made the save. So you're both going to take half damage from this.
Only 60.
No, it's not. Well, it could be, but I don't think it is.
I think he'd have to roll quite well.
Yeah, I'd have to roll super well.
He'd have to
Roll
roll.
that.
He had to roll
Oh, I
to his
saw one.
At
Alcott.
least 1-1.
Oh,
Do you see the 2 6s though?
no.
I don't pay attention to sixes. I only see ones.
What? You have to roll twice?
Yeah, I don't have.
I
enough
rolled
dice.
10d6 for a level.
Yeah, like this is a. It's not a. What'd you say?
This is not good
Oh.
because I only felt like half a man before this happened.
Now you'll feel like an eighth of a man.
So
think
half
that's the
I'm
damage.
feeling less manly these days.
You each take 28 points of damage.
But I'm not dead.
Yes.
That
Are
is
you
the
still
half
awake?
damage.
I'm still awake.
As the flame
But I'm not
erupts.
feeling like a fifth of a man, I tell you.
We'll take it.
No chance. No chance for this townsperson. They are incinerated.
Oh, townspeople, we need all we can take.
As the snow melts, steam sizzles out from the well, and
These poor people have been through so much.
they really have.
It's John's fault.
Oh, thank you, Pat.
Disadvantage to John the Reaper.
Wait, no!
I don't know if you can earn any more disadvantages.
Burnt Alcott is now a crayon.
2 disadvantages to John the Reaper.
It's not that
Well,
color. That is funny.
we need advantages, I tell you. I only got
So
one.
since we had leftovers from last time, though, how does that work?
Oh, yeah, how does that
Oh,
work?
well,
our max.
so normally, again, I remind me
Oh, yeah,
because
I
I was
do
going to
have
say
leftovers.
We
you were going to
maxed
give
out at
experience
5.
points for one. You
Right.
caught, but I said if it came in at the last minute, I would apply it to the next round or the next
Because we
game.
were still in combat.
Right. So who had?
I had 1. and
You
that
had
was
one.
it.
So we start over then. You get
Okay.
you can get
I can
5
get 5,
today. Yeah.
okay.
So we carry that over.
I just wanted
I
to
had 2 left over from
So then
last
you can
combat.
carry that over. So you could have up to 7
to
max
7.
today.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Uh-huh. And did you have
I just have one.
just one? Okay.
You can have up to 6.
You had 5.
So I didn't get to carry over.
No. So you're blanked out. You get nothing.
If you're at max,
just
you
kidding.
reset. It's
Yeah, 5 carryover.
It all
golf rules.
came in that combat.
I didn't realize
It all came in this combat. You got 5. Okay.
might have come in
I tell
before the
ya,
combat.
the blue box, sea of Twitch people love me.
I love the Cade.
See if Twitch.
Just as a note, maybe next time when you jump off the tower, advantage.
Yeah.
I did roll an advantage.
Then
I
you
rolled
should-
a
You
4
just
and
have
a
five.
2.
Then you have 4
you have
left,
4
not
advantages.
5. Exactly what I
I-
was thinking.
But you gain
Or you
5
got
is what
one
you were
after.
I
saying.
got one after.
Okay. All right.
I
Okay,
did.
okay. I just didn't realize.
We're gonna
you
go back
rolled
and we're gonna
advantage.
watch that video to make sure. But I'll take.
I actually had 6.
Actually, I would like to
Dear
not sleep on the
people.
couch.
You can't
tonight. I'm
get
gonna say yes.
more than
you
5.
did.
Yeah, you can only get 5 max
All right.
per section.
Oops.
It's all
There we
good.
go.
We're here.
All right.
Okay,
Now we
I'll
go to
call
the
that.
party. Let's start with you, Monster Hunter.
Yes. Now, what I'm going to have to do,
many
mark
rounds
off
were we
trained,
We did
in order to take advantage of this. I just finished shooting all of the bolts in my cartridge.
Yes.
So my question to you,
You
reloading.
did mention that you used one of your attacks to reload. I don't know if it works like that.
Well, that's what I'm asking right now, because I didn't get a chance last time. I had casted some divine spells. Reloading, standard movement, what are we calling that?
Yeah, so a reload is a full standard movement.
Okay.
Action.
So we're going to reload from the full standard movement.
Okay,
And we're going to take advantage of the haste for the first part of that haste.
I'll accept that. Yep.
Yeah, for
Yep.
the first part of that haste, we're going to do True Shot because I really want to take advantage of the fact that the dragon's mouth is open again.
It is.
And I don't
a smart
imagine
boy.
he's going to shoot flame anytime soon. So I'm going to use the advantage, or actually no, I don't need advantage on the shot because if I'm using True Strike and then I'm
Yeah, it
shooting,
doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is confirm whether or not you crit.
So we're going to see that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said you would use advantage
Yeah.
on the confirm.
Great.
Oh, that's a 19. That's a plus 10 if you hit.
Yeah, so that's a plus 14 with the Bane and everything, so 19
It's
plus
like a
14.
33.
You got a 10%, extra 10% to
So
your
what that
Ooh,
means,
great. Great.
so yes, as you
Taking on
pull,
the die.
as you use the haste, you pull your crossbow out. You hit that. You only get 2 of the bolts in. Normally you do 4, or 5. You only get 2 in your haste. But you released that one. I need you to roll percentile dice, and as she said, you get plus 10 to the
Great.
percentile roll based on a
Wonderful.
nat 19 on the confirmation.
Great.
Roll that one again.
Oh, yep.
It's all okay.
And I had a great,
Roll it again.
I had a great conversation with Steve.
Come on, Taylor.
Keep it in the track.
54.
So
64.
So it's 64.
It's above the It's in
Piercing.
the top third. Almost. Almost. Math. Hey, 20 intelligence. Extremely intelligent. Extremely
I
intelligent.
believe the wizard.
Yeah, he was a little bit off, but it's close.
Oh, she did? Yeah, she got her package.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry, what?
I was letting Ginny know that Vivi got her package.
Oh, yay! Fine. I'm still waiting to see if Percy got his. Percy, shift 70 up. He's been waiting forever for the Mike Disney Overgord print he got. It
Just gotta
should be there soon.
Get it in there.
Get it in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're very violent with your
Go
dice
ahead and
there.
roll your natural damage, please.
All right, so we got the D10 for the crossbow, and then for the Sanctified Slayer, we got 2d6. Or no, that's for Bane.
Sanctified Slayer.
Yes, so we've got 11 plus 4. Oh, wait, no. 11 plus 2,
Okay.
which is Bane, plus 2 from Sanctified Slayer.
Yep.
And
Okay.
then weapon specialization's not a thing in this.
No, not in this.
So 15.
It might be a feat you can take, but
Wait, no, weapon specialization. Yeah, it's a feat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you take that feat?
You can be specialized in that
you
feat.
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait,
I
no,
think it adds-
I took it in Rapier, which is
Yeah, exactly. Your
Yeah.
rapier, which
Yes.
gives you that crit ability
Yes.
at 19.
So we got 15
Okay.
is what we got.
may or may not be multiplied a couple times.
Okay.
Here's hoping.
So 2d6 yes.
Because Iomade likes you.
Yes,
exactly.
And I like Iomade. She protects. Oh yeah, I gotta add the seasoning on this. Yeah.
On this bolt.
Yeah. So we load it, get it in, and then with another scriptural reading read from my mind. May Iomade guide this to strike down the evils and lead this to the completion of my own trial.
You release the bolt. You see it fly directly into the dragon's maw, right behind the jet of flame that it's released. It goes deep into the gullet, and I need you, sir, to describe it for me.
It's so awesome that you killed it.
Yes. So Iomade guides the bolt into his maw, hits the base of his skull because I know I can't reach his heart, and gets what I know because of my anatomy understanding, just the base of its brainstem. And its head goes completely slack as its wings attempts to. I imagine I'm killing the thing, right?
Yes.
Great. I want to make sure I'm not. Yeah.
It's too much.
When I
You got
ask
too
that
far.
question, you're killing it. yes.
As its head and neck completely go slack, its wings fluttering as a few more,
Pulses.
signals go through, and then its head leading goes crashing into the ground, leaving a little bit of debris at the base of the stable, throwing hay up everywhere, smoldering all on the ground around it as it jets the flame into the ground, almost like a whip.
All right, so first of all, bravo. One of the best
tell that you
descriptions. And unfortunately, one I'll have to contradict.
Yes,
because if you have you ever wrung a chicken's neck?
No, tell me.
Yeah, so you hit the brain stem, you
Yeah.
snap a neck, a creature will still have nerve impulses.
For sure.
You kill it, but the dragon's wings are flapping violently. It strikes the ground in fury, not in an ease, and I need alcohol. And I'm going to roll
Mr.
for
Guard?
these two. The beggar, whoops!
We caught her.
Save her! Those wings will break too,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Sarah to raise protects.
I need Alcott, Irda, Cade, you're fine because the dragon falls this way away from the.
Very cool description.
Thank you.
It
I was
was
doing my
awesome.
best.
Reflex saves, yes, please.
I'm really good at this. I'm a wizard. I didn't like work out.
Uh-oh.
17.
That's
Am I
not.
supposed to be rolling?
That was on a nat 17 or total 17?
Total of 17.
Total of 17. Okay.
It's a golf rules, right?
No. What was your roll?
It's a 10.
A 10. And everybody. Okay, so now I've got to roll for the
Surely
two
not.
citizens.
It's only a 2-ton
me.
dragon.
Yeah. Don't remind.
Yeah. Don't worry, ribs grow back.
Ribs grow back. As it falls to the ground, it lets out a final roar. You manage to dodge out of the way as your wings.
Kind of just pull myself
Bump at
backwards.
you back.
Yeah, like just going
Alcott.
forward, pull myself back.
You do not. You are pinned. And let me see how bad this is.
Oh no.
Can I, since I didn't get to take my turn, cast shield as I see it coming down? In a feeble attempt to try and reduce some of the damage. It won't actually do anything.
No, actually, no. I think that's actually fair because simultaneous action. His blow kills it. You're moving as it's happening. So I'm going to say.
I cast Resilient Sphere on myself. If you're gonna let me cast a full spell.
I will.
I see it coming down, I just go, no! I'll be in here for a couple minutes, but at least I won't die.
I think that's fair.
So you're in a bubble that just gets
Just a
pushed.
sphere of blue force just expands around me.
Exactly. You see Alcott now engulfed in this sphere of blue, even as two citizens of Fort Von Frost are crushed. And their blood seeps out. The melting frost, the steam, the dragon twitches, its wings flutter and bank against the snow. And Cade lands softly in the snow.
Huzzah.
All is planned.
Exactly how I envisioned that working.
Interesting. If we're out of initiative,
We're out of initiative.
without hesitating at all, Markov, you said he had a second bolt in there. He's going to walk over to the dragon, which may be twitching a little bit more,
Right.
and he's going to just go to the eye and put the other bolt in, the double tap.
Right through the eye, you see Markov, the monster hunter, absolutely living up to his name as he drives the bolt straight through the dragon's eye. Steam, melting snow, screaming people, Gurg running over. Too late. As he gets there, Irda to the side, and the dragon finally goes still.
And Alcott in his bubble.
Irda, seeing Cade looking very, very singed, is going to immediately go over to him, and she's going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on him. Let's get you topped up some, shall we, Cade?
Aye. Huzzah. Thank you, my dear.
And so here we go. So
Alcott, how long does that sphere last?
I made it 6 feet, so it'll last 6 minutes.
21
6
points of
minutes,
healing.
okay. All right, so you're looking up at this massive red flesh, steam all around you, blood seeping out of both the dragon and the townspeople.
So I did that heal. How you looking, Cade? You still looking pretty ouchy?
I'm looking pretty ouchy.
Okay, so let's do another one.
I felt better.
Oh, that's good too. That's 29 or 19 points of healing.
Huzzah.
She looks up, still singed.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Okay. Here comes another one. That's 17 points of healing.
Huzzah.
That's got to be good enough, right?
I'm not full. I'm not 100%, but I'm
You didn't get touched that whole combat, right?
No, because
getting better.
Okay.
I knew what I was doing.
I didn't get
Irda's
touched.
gonna toss a heal on herself. She's not feeling so good. Ooh, it does.
Alcott, you hear his voice muffled from under the dragon. Is it dead?
You see, Gurg runs over. You're a bit. You've seen this hill giant. As he runs over, he's got a gut that hangs out. He has no weapon in his hand, but he just looks threatening even by his size and girth. As he runs over, he comes right past you and says, "Wizard,
Yeah.
Lift it up, Gurgs!
He runs over to the dragon as you're just admiring your shot through the eye.
Yeah.
Gurgs! Help! I have 6 minutes before I'm buried in dragon flesh.
Oh man, I am just staring at this with contempt and confusion.
I think those are both appropriate.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Does Gurgs lift the dragon up?
Yeah, so Gurgs puts his hands under his ear to his healing as Cade, he looks almost like he's gloating, as though Cade has done something here. the way he landed softly, healed immediately.
I walk over to the dragon.
dead.
Hold on. I wanted to do something before he did it, but he has another eye. Can Gurg lift the dragon over?
Well, so Gurg is actually holding the dragon. He lifts the dragon off as he rolls
Flip
it
his head, Gurg!
He rolls it off of Alcott.
I stand on top of the dragon's head and dig my sword into his eye. Huzzah!
The triple tap. I see that you are quite the cautious hunter.
I am. I want to make sure he's good and dead.
Would you call him cautious?
Well,
Kate, what would you describe yourself as?
Not
oh,
cautious.
not cautious.
Well then,
I throw caution to the wind.
Cade, I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're welcome.
Thank Alcott. Thank you. I don't believe I believe in Sarenrae anymore. She did not help me off that leap at all, but you helped me, sir, and you give me heavenly realm. I almost believe in you more than Sarenrae.
it seems like Sarah may not believe in you right now.
Hey, I don't think she does, so I don't think I gotta give up on this praying stuff.
You don't have to believe in Sarenrae. She believes in you. You just have to do that, okay?
She wanted me to give up rum. I don't believe somebody would make me want to do that if they loved me.
You'd be surprised.
Mayor Shreed walks over.
Irda also wanted to begin looking around at everybody else, her other party members, and the other citizens that might still be alive, hopefully, looking for people to heal. So she's gonna...
Yeah, so as you do this, you see there are broken bodies,
Yes.
blood, snow melt, steam, even the well itself now scorched, the stables lit with fire, the horses have run out to the other side.
How does the pickled pirate look?
The pickled pirate, of course, the most important thing to Cade, is on the opposite side of the fort. So here, so we'll show this. The pickled pirate, whoop, not this one. The pickled pirate is I think that's frozen actually. Hang on here. No, I mean not the main cam, the battle cam's fine. I gotta do this real quick. Deactivate, reactivate. Just comes with too many cameras. All right, so. Okay, the pickled pirate is way over here on this side of the fort. So over here where the dragon has fallen, there was no damage to the pickled pirate. But probably not terribly concerning to you. There are bleeding citizens dying in the snow. As you see...
I don't care about the citizens. They're gonna work for the pickled pirate.
Could you make it any worse? You care about them because they would be your laborers.
Anybody that Irda can get to quickly.
You're running over with Mayor Shreed.
Yeah, she's gonna use her last 4 lay on hands for the day. Is just anybody who looks like they need healing, so that she can mend their wounds. That's all 4 of those.
You lay hands as you heal them. There's a brief flash of light, and then it goes back to the still of night. The flame let out, just the screaming. They're dead.
Oh.
Mayor Shreed, these are townsfolk.
Right.
They had very, very few hit points.
Right.
You just know they were weak. Their bodies are broken, and now just the flame that embroils the stables, and the sizzling hiss of steam and the screaming and lamentations of the people.
Perhaps a bit callously, not looking around at the citizens that Markov already feels are beyond help, I will just begin the process of collecting my bolts, taking stock of this defeated monster.
All right. So your magical bolts are fine.
That's always good to hear.
But you're going to have to get inside the gullet of this creature. So how do you propose to do that?
Well, if so long as prioritize the bolts on the outside, get those. That sounds good.
All right, so remind me, you had how many bolts that were normal that you fired?
So I had 6 normal bolts.
Okay.
Sorry, no, 5 normal bolts and the Tempest Wrath bolt.
All right. Of the 5 normal bolts, rather. Okay. None are broken. Wow, remarkable rolls. So you managed to pull them out from between the scales
And then
the wings.
Provided I can communicate with Gurg, I'll see if I can't get him to hold the mouth open, perhaps with some kind of gestures and.
He understands common.
Wait, so what do you mean? Provided you can? That's not roleplay.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good point. I'll look up at this hill giant. Say,
Broken people, bleeding.
Yes, you understand me.
I'm not stupid.
Okay, yes. Would you mind? I need your help. Perhaps you could lift the dragon's mouth open. If we want to prevent this again, I need my munitions.
What?
I hold up one of my bolts that I have. I say, these dragon killers.
Gurg looks up at Cade as he's dancing atop the dragon.
Gurgs, my man. He needs his dirt. It's in his throat. Can you open his mouth and get it out? Open his mouth.
That makes sense. All right. Walks over.
He takes
You see
what
her
I'm getting used
tearing,
to.
tearing as he opens. And yeah, you see blood and vitriol. It's nasty looking.
I'll timidly for just a moment, and then realizing that I just need to go and get the bolts, I'll go in, reach around within the viscera for a moment, and wrench my 2 bolts from it, almost standing within the mouth itself, and coming out covered in dragon guts. Yeah.
Oh, you need a presti done on you.
Yes, if you believe it or not, I've been in worse circumstances,
Oh.
and I shake it off.
Please, not on me.
Okay, so I'm sorry. My first anachronism, the very first episode of The Witcher,
Yes.
when he
Yes. When he's under the water, he comes out of there covered in black. And
so appropriate.
Yes,
All right, sorry.
It says, now that I have my bolts, I'll say, Alcott, perhaps Irda, this will be a better comment for you. As, standing amongst the bodies. They're beyond healing, am I correct?
I did what I could for those I could.
tad callous, but
Well, this is a war we're in, and this was the first soldier that it sent at us, whatever it is. Do you think it just came here because it was hungry? It flew across the continent?
I can tell you for certain it's not the first soldier.
Exactly. And if it has anything to do with this, I lean in low because I don't want anybody else to hear, Lich, that you all are talking about, it's best that we give the bodies a funeral pyre and a blessing. That way, they don't rise up as soldiers within the very fort itself.
Well, as you say this, Mayor Shreed is standing right there, even as you lean in quietly. Did you say lich?
Lick! Lick! The dragon licked him!
I'll.
Oh, all right.
I was about to speak, and then I'm like, I'll tell you later.
That is my recommendation. What you do is your own choice. You are the lady of this fort. However, if you're asking, or rather, if you'll listen to my unsolicited professional opinion, they should be dealt with.
We've done funeral pyres before.
He's not making bad points.
Yes. It does, however, concern me then about the others we have buried here already.
Oh.
Ixon is at a distance.
That's
From
all.
what I know of necromantic magic, you can't do it miles away.
Yes, but if he does come at some point, he knows where this is.
These people
Solomon
were
is
connected to the
buried
Sahedron
here.
runes in Turtleback Ferry, were they not?
But
All right.
Solomon is buried here, Jakadros is buried here, and all of the Black Arrows who were killed by the ogres that were not sent down river.
Then it sounds like you have an ambush that you aren't even aware of.
He's scaring me. Just a tad, I tell you.
In order to combat this evil, one must think like them.
You seem to do a good job at that.
You're making me a little suspicious.
Alcott, I
A
presume
dragon followed you here, and now you're speaking like
followed me.
I roll. I'm suspicious of it.
You roll your suspicious weapon. All right, so we'll call that sense motive. What is your sense motive bonus? I'll roll for
Yeah.
Ooh,
Here, let me see your character sheet. I don't want to confuse you. Here, here we go.
I don't think it's on there. I think
cut
it's
it
on this
In
one.
your skills.
It should be.
Yeah, it's
well,
on my
you
skills.
may not have updated
I
it
did
here.
not
Okay,
update
all
it
right.
there. It's on my skills.
Thank you very much, all of our viewers.
I'm +6 on sense motive.
+6. You're uncertain.
Oh,
Cast whatever suspicions you must. I'm telling you the truth in the sense of what will happen should that thing that I won't repeat, lest the citizenry know it. I think it's best to keep them ignorant. That way they don't cause
Heartily
issues.
disagree on that point, but we can debate that
Could
later.
we-
And that's a point I would
I
like to
don't
bring up
want
to
to-
you, Ida.
dig them up, but could we?
I
Bonfire
have
there?
a thought, but I will need assistance.
What is your thought?
We consecrate the grounds. It will take.
How can I help?
I need someone practiced in holy magics to help me with this.
I don't think I can help you
Ritual.
there.
Unfortunately, I will be unable to help you, but I would love to witness it occur.
Okay, do you stay atop the dragon, or what are you doing?
Oh, well, I already poked his eye out.
Gurg steps
I
out.
come down, but
Just like that.
Just like I
You
said.
slide down the wing.
Gurg steps out.
I slide. I use some like flourish as I come down off his wings.
Okay.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
that's a
no, no, you don't have to roll.
Are you okay? It just
No.
happens.
Okay, you do that. It's perfect. It's fine. Guess what? It's appalling to everyone that is watching people bleed and die inside this
Oh, you're
fort.
right.
The soldiers that are
gosh.
moving around, Mayor Shreed, as he watches ear to try to heal those that cannot be healed, as the stable still burns, and you slide down with flourish off the dragon. You see everyone in the fort looks over
So
appalled.
Is Castle and Shreed still near Irda?
I'm sorry, who?
Is Castle and Shreed?
Yes, yes.
She's gonna just turn to speak quietly to him. Shreed, we need to get that fire out. First things first. We need to get the fire out. Secondly, we need to do what needs to be done with anybody who's alive, injured. Let's get them all together inside so that we can make sure that they're getting the attention that they need, and get them fed, taken care of, organize everything, and we'll do what we need to do out here.
Oh, Erda. Pull her to the side.
Yes, Kate.
If what he's saying is true, should not we burn the dragon also so we don't have a lichy dragon?
Do I hear that?
Oddly.
Yeah. I mean, you're right there.
It's
Yeah.
oddly
I will point out it is a fire drake.
Right.
Might not work how you think it might. Intrinsically fire resistant, traditionally.
Yes, but I do believe Kate has a point in the sense of disposing of the
Yes.
corpse quite thoroughly. Now, as you may be aware, these certain types of drakes are magic resistance, which may lend to a resistance to necromantic magics. But I don't think we wish to take that chance.
Who would?
We didn't destroy its bones. Is that the best way to go about this? I do not know about disposing of dragons.
Can I make a monster lore check, perhaps?
You absolutely can. In fact, give me your bonus and I'll roll for you.
Plus 10.
Plus 10. You definitely know you're correct. Fire would be not what you would want to use, but acid would work quite well.
Perhaps scattering the bones across a large
like
area.
severing and scattering, dropping into a lake, a river. Yes, all of that would be wise.
Yes. Unless you all have quite a lot of corrosives, then I believe the best case is to have the hill giant here rend the dragon apart, and then we scatter the bones. Gurg, yes.
Gurg.
Gurge.
Gurgs.
Gurgs!
He's got a thick mouth.
Yes.
It's difficult to, you're common, we're working on it, Gurgs. Speaking in the tongue of, it's all right.
Giants.
But
The tongue of Gurgs.
should you wish to prevent the dragon from coming back, that would be the best way. And then
Right.
whoever wishes to would have to go and collect them all, which is far too much hassle, especially should some of the pieces be within the fort grounds. Speaking of,
Mayor Shreed Castellan Shreed just looks over again at Cade, like almost seeing him for the first time. Shakes his head, looks at Irda. Don't understand. And he just walks away.
I will follow him, and I'll look at the rest of the group. I'm going to inform Shreed of some of the things we've been through in the last couple days as carefully as I can.
They
He
have
should
been
know.
through much. Yes.
Safety
also,
is in knowledge.
Irda, even as you mentioned the fire, which would be wise, but you're already seeing the stables are pretty much burned down. The rest of the wall there is all stone. There was this little stand here, which is also burned. The fire is down to embers now and basically burning itself out.
Well, yes, please inform him. Of anybody, I think he can handle this the best, and we need him to be aware so that he
Yes.
can keep them safe in our stead.
Agreed. And before I leave, I am able to conjure acid. And tomorrow.
well, then perhaps we'll have to do that. Let me ask, do any of you have a knife or an axe of some sort? Just looking
Literally
at her
holds
axe.
up her weapon.
Has a massive sword on my back.
Now, come on, it's a new player. Give him but I did like the chat. It was true. Yes, a rapier would not be a very good cutting weapon.
Yeah.
That's more of a puncturing weapon. And then the zombie apocalypse is coming. I also like there was the Cade drinking game. I already commented on that. There was something else though. That'd be great. Oh yes, Pat. Drench it in heavenly rum and light it up.
But yeah, so when I asked that question, I just looking
that
at your
in
axe.
character?
Yeah, I will
Okay.
say, looking at your axe, almost like, may I please for just a moment? Let me explain. I wish to remove one of the dragon's teeth.
Oh!
I have a dagger for that.
That would be fantastic if I could borrow it.
Yes, of course.
Is it?
And she'll take. I think I have. Yeah, I have one dagger. So she'll take the. Oh, and I also have the war razor still. But yeah, she'll take the dagger off her hip, and she'll hand it to him, blade pointed toward her, handle toward you.
Great. I will grab it.
Mark off!
Yes.
What's the tooth for?
Dragon's tooth is very sharp, is it not?
Aye, it is, but I was gonna see. if we could not keep the head of the dragon.
We certainly could. What is a head of a dragon minus a tooth or
He
two?
wants to do with it.
Just don't take one that ruins the look of the dragon. Just take a one.
Yes, we'll take.
Hey, what? I don't know what was just said.
Maybe a wisdom or two.
And
Kate the dentist.
I'll say, I believe I can make this happen. And provided
I trust you, Marco. You
again,
seem like a man that knows what you're doing.
yes. I will take whatever time. I understand that there may be complications, but try and remove 2 teeth from either side. I will pocket one of these gory teeth because I imagine it's covered in blood and things like that. I'll hold on to one, and I will hand the other one back to Irda with her knife. Say, for the lady of the fort, for the dragon that you and I slayed, and then I'll hold this, and before I walk away, because I'll be walking towards the tower to take assessment and leave things, again, completely aware of everything that's going on.
Right.
I just have no interest in helping right now until I'm asked. I'll say, my assumption was correct as to why the dragon was here, and I appreciate you all allowing me into the fort. That way I could help. And then I will walk away.
Also, there's some fun fan art that you should check out.
Oh, okay, fan art. I love it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our one and only break here today. This is a good spot for it. And let's pull up the fan art. Here we go. Is it? All right, hang on. Let me pull this up. Thank you. Is it? Who is it? Pat Draws?
Pat
Of course. Here we go.
Was Kate in it as well? No.
All right,
That's fine.
save that image and.
I love that. Yeah. I love Markov in the corner. You'll see.
Okay, and close that. And here we go. Another piece of fan art from the amazing Pat Draws.
Not funny.
Smooth move, new guy. Bravo, bravo. Thank you. Yes, thank you all, Mad Chatters. Thank you for the gifts. We've had subs today. We've had advantages that were very important, including some, I think, really some life-saving things for Irda. Without that, I think she would have been dead, which would not be good. Cade would have been dead if not for Alcott as well.
Huzzah!
And everyone might have been dead if not for this strange newcomer, who is a bit boastful at times and yet seems to know his business. Well played, as always, to all of our Mad Chatters, and we're going to have a quick break. We will do a giveaway today. What should I give away? I didn't plan something, so what should I give away?
A mug. New cups.
Which new cups? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you did. I sent you a picture.
Don't be so abusive to my microphone.
Sorry.
So I have the
Give Kate away.
The character
give
sheet.
Kate away. I could the artwork of
One of
Kate.
these.
A signed. Oh, those.
Oh,
yes.
cool.
Whoa! All right.
Fancy.
You could be the first one ever to win one of these.
Those are so
These blue box. What do you call these? Sippy cups, I guess.
There's a tumbler.
A double wall tumbler.
Tumbler, that's the word I'm
Right?
looking-
What?
What?
Channel points. It's one of the new things we can do with
Oh
channel
yeah,
points.
yeah.
Yes, now you could still win these with channel points or buy them with channel points, but we're going to give one away today. Also want to say thank you again to Ferox Fabrications. Darren was such a great guest for us last week. Also, thank you to Frederica Draws. The incredible artwork that she does has given us now this latest player character, which you see here. It is just incredible what she did with Markov, and
I don't have that
honestly
one on there.
makes me want to play this character. Down to the buckles on the shoes,
Steak
they
on his belt.
asked for the steak and the spike and the just
A couple of potions and tinctures.
no, it's all just like, and like I saw this, like I noticed this, like the way this pouch
Yeah.
helps hold the sheath. That
Also,
is-
look at the hat really quick.
I know, because well, the hat.
It matches
that's
exactly.
literally
She
what I
matched
noticed.
his
She
hat,
matched it.
and
She
he
looked
asked
at the
for
design and matched it.
He asked for a buckle, and she put the buckle on because the buckle wasn't there.
And even
originally.
look at the ridges on the top are matched.
Yeah.
with the ridges.
Exactly. It's
so
she's
good.
look at that. So thank you to Frederica. Thank you to all of our fans. We'll be right back after the break. It's going to be an abbreviated session today. We will not be going our normal time tonight because it is 4th of July. I know many of you have family over and friends. I love the cosplay effort that happened today.
I will be taking this off after the break because it's getting a little annoying.
No, we love it. Leave it on.
Moving to the wizard hat.
So we'll be right back after the break. Blue Box, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is definitely what I imagine Alcott wearing, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it looks good.
Yeah.
I can see it.
If it were made of fur, this is what he would wear in the cold. Because I literally have a fur cloak that is shoulders
Yeah.
for the slot that you put it in.
That's so fun.
Perfect. How do you? Is it just a hook?
Yeah, let me help you out here. There you go.
You know it's legit cosplay when you have to have someone else.
You're disrobing
And you
needs
just put it on the back
assistance.
of your chair for now. I think it's probably the best place to put it. I know it's so
I
big.
actually
Yeah.
found a wig that I like for Irna that I'm gonna plan on getting.
A sword frog.
Yes,
I did
that's
not
what-
know that.
Yes,
That
I actually-
goes in
I
as
just
the
learned
frog.
something.
For Christmas, I got an axe frog. So
You learned about that during our weapon conversation with They Call Me Tim.
yeah, frogs allow the weapon to be
Oh, you're
openly.
right. I forgot about
we
that.
talked about
Yes.
It doesn't. You don't need a sheath for it. It just is
It's
open. in
right.
And specifically, rapiers are typically held with a frog rather than a full.
For my Thoradin cosplay that I plan to build at some point, my character that I play in Heart of Adventure, I have an axe frog for my belt. So, for his little hand axe that he holds there. So.
ribbit.
And I prepared something that I went ahead and showed Evelyn and Thomas.
Show it on the stream as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll do that. I'll just kind of give you a peek that this is in character what Markov will do in his time in the tower to kind of save the info.
He looks at Alcott's drawing and copies it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
We'll show that after the break.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. I cannot believe we have this many people watching on 4th of July. I literally thought it would be 4 people. Thank you, everyone. And we'll have this mug giveaway coming up after the break. And
Tumbler, sir.
Anybody got any fun questions for the new guy?
yeah, ask some questions of
Ooh,
Markov.
fun.
Or for any of us?
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't want to, because everyone has questions for Cade. That's.
Yes. Why are you so horrible? No, that's fine.
What am I gonna do about the townspeople?
Maybe care for them?
Cade, what are you gonna be able to do if you can never enjoy the taste of rum again?
Oh, I'm better.
Well,
That
here's
is the
hoping
better
that it's only
question.
heavenly rum, right?
Yeah,
Let's see.
We don't know.
He has it.
Because I don't think we have any other rum in the whole...
All right, so
Fort.
hold on.
Cade's biggest enemy, sobriety.
That sounds like a Pat Draws artwork.
Or can anybody
Pat, we need Cade
give me a
attacking
full
sobriety.
restore of my rum taste?
I do believe that
Before new players slam.
Cade does have some more regular rum because John did say last week that he still had some more.
I have
thought
a
that you-
barrel of rum.
I thought that he threw the last of it
I have a barrel of rum.
at the
No,
fire
he
in
had
the
a
Lich
barrel.
fight. Okay.
And
Where's the barrel?
I think it's actually might be in his room.
Okay. It's just on him at all.
No,
Carrying my barrels.
because he had it with.
It's so cool.
We had it when we first came up to the fort because
It was on my horse.
the giant wanted it. Remember in exchange?
Oh.
He was like, "Well, you don't have to give me your money, but maybe you can give me that barrel of rum." And Kate was like, "Nope, take the money."
Bloodwild did have a very good question. It's what's the over-under for the number of sessions before the new player is slain?
Oh, what? That is so unkind. I'm not a Reaper. I am not a cold DM. I'm kind.
Well, keep in mind,
Debate.
Markov was never touched this whole battle.
Neither was Alcott.
Yeah.
We both played
you
very
know, that
tactically.
is like I've had a couple players boast about that and then die in the next session. And
Yeah.
it's never intentional. Like I don't like have retribution. I just think it's bad
mean-
juju
I
to
think
say
that, and
something
I think
like that.
may answer Bloodwild's question is that maybe one more session.
3.
Yeah.
I think.
Thank you, Pat 66. I like that.
protest too much as the ghosts of Irda, I mean not Irda, but Millie, Eamon, Solomon all sit behind your shoulder, sir.
They do.
More than
You're
just
right.
that.
But if you take those across 2
Tyrnal.
campaigns,
Tyrnal,
that is.
Solomon.
That is all roughly over 100 sessions, which would be about 300 hours of gaming.
pretty good.
Should there not be a bit of death in
pretty good.
300 hours? Or are we just, you know,
Well, don't tell me, do you have a backup every week? All right.
You know,
You should always have
should have a backup?
I never have a backup because I love me character
know.
too much.
all I can say is it is a dangerous profession.
It is.
being an
DMing?
adventurer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, both.
Pat Draw said she sent you a message.
I know. I told him thank you. I got
Oh, okay.
But so much fun. So much fun.
66, not Pat Rawls who sent that.
No, it's definitely Pat.
No,
Ross.
Pat Draw. Pat Draw
Ross
is
sent one
definitely.
too?
Yes.
He said I
they
DM'd you a
both-
message in Twitch.
Oh, yeah, they both sent you.
Oh, okay. All right.
You have to check it when you get back.
All the Pat's messages.
I feel so lucky that Markov managed to do the killing blow because that's like the biggest way to establish his rep early on.
Yeah. He is literally a monster killer.
Yeah.
Man, and I had it all in my
Mind's
my
eye.
plan. Well, yeah, my mind's eye. But I couldn't believe it when you stabbed it in his eye. I was gonna run it over as soon as I landed on the ground and do that. I was like, dang it.
Is that a
man.
Cade thing or is that just
Just
at that
to
moment?
act like it's like a killing blow,
Yeah.
just to get
it's
it
very
in,
Cade.
Oh, yeah.
like he's done something even though he didn't.
Because you didn't actually do anything in the whole fight. You
Right.
didn't touch the dragon
But
once.
I had to do something,
But
and I wanted to
man,
be a part.
At least you landed with some
With
style. Like,
nah.
on
Suave.
top of that, man, not so good. But the landing, perfect hit.
And then and then my story later
I'll
on will
copy
be
the
how I
assist.
killed the dragon.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Cade killed the dragon.
I think I can confirm.
Kate killed Malfeshnikor, Kate killed the Kraken.
I think I can confirm the only way to kill a dragon is to knock out both of its eyes.
Yes,
And-
both eyes.
And you managed to get the second eye, so.
The moment you asked about the head, I was like, it's going up in the Pippa Pirate.
Yeah. Because the head of the cat beast or whatever is in the other
and
tavern.
now I have the dragon.
Yep.
Kate owns 2 taverns.
Yeah.
2.
Dude.
One in the town of
Rusty
Sandpoint,
He
Dragon.
inherited
where-
one through the death of
Okay, let's
Mameko.
which is a major character in the actual story of
Yes.
Runelords.
She was killed during the giant onslaught of Sandpoint when we first met that red dragon.
She played a long time.
Yeah.
In the campaign.
Yeah.
I mean,
She gave
within the
Kate your
module
shit in
Rise of the
governorship
Runelords,
and-
Yeah.
she exists within the Rise of the Runelords module.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
an important NPC.
I'm really hoping that we can get these teeth carved somewhere into daggers or something.
That'd be fun.
That's or I could turn it into a bolt.
Ooh.
Ooh, that could be fun. Who knows?
Dude, dragons, is it like Pokemon where dragon type are strong against dragon type? So it's like a dragon slaying arrow?
Like
Well, that's a good point
red
because the
dragon
scales.
against white
Yeah.
dragon.
So
Because
what?
a dragon's teeth is the only thing that can successfully pierce another dragon's scales.
Oh my goodness,
At least
that's such a
reliably.
good point.
Maybe.
Oh
We
my
also
goodness.
have a dragon completely covered in red dragon scales
Maybe
right
make some
now.
fun armor or something.
I'm just thinking.
Is
I mean,
your
I'm definitely
crafting-
planning on taking a crack at some of this guy's stuff, and we plan on
'Cause the
breaking it
armor
apart
would be
anyways.
Super nice to have.
Well, don't dragon scales have something?
They have
Well, those dragon scales are innately fire
fire
resistant,
resistant.
So, but you could turn into a fire-resistant like hat or something.
or like a shield, or
Well, because the
anything.
hide you could turn into a cloak, possibly.
Cloak would be dope.
Cloak would be.
Because I have a
'Cause
I have a
there's
ring
scales
of
and
cold
hide.
resistance.
I
We can make some stuff.
I am naturally not fire resistant, and I've been hit with
That'd be
so
fun.
much fire that
Well,
I
fire
could
is one of the
use-
most famous damage types.
My question to you,
Some.
right? I guess anybody is a dragon fighting to the death is really odd, right? Because if they're so long-lived, they would be a little bit smarter if they know they can't kill. Like if this dragon was getting beat up, rather than breathe fire, just fly away.
Right.
Yeah.
So it begs the question:
Oh, no,
why
Well,
was
we
the
know that it was being controlled by someone.
Okay, yeah. So it begs my character the question of,
Well, I think that might have gotten mentioned before the dragon.
well, yeah, you had mentioned it had been coerced, but I guess my character
With
would
the
be
giants.
piecing together like, okay, this dragon is obviously
so
under
when
some
those giants
influence.
attacked the town of Sandpoint, they brought the dragon with them. And it seemed like it was well under their command.
Yeah,
So,
interesting stuff.
Yeah.
love it, love it.
We all know the most important thing that happened here tonight was the
What?
completion of the combat, which will allow Alcott to get his experience points.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
We
a
all
good point.
need to rest.
Do I get any experience?
Yes, you
We'll all be
actually
getting
you
some
will.
experience,
Yes.
Yeah, we should be getting experience.
After the session.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah,
Well,
I won't worry about it.
and
600,000 XP.
everybody who had the previous advantages before the reset.
Those go away.
Make sure you use your. Each one is worth 100 experience points.
Oh.
So however many advantages
Yeah,
you
I added
had,
1,700 XP.
I had
at this.
30 before.
So that's 3,000
Yes.
experience.
Because I'll give that to you because I want everything that the viewers to.
And you
that
don't need
give,
to
that's-
calculate that for me. I went ahead
So
and added
Yeah,
it.
you put it in
Go
yours.
ahead
I
and
don't-
just put your 3,000 in.
Just like stream MVP, I don't calculate that. You guys
Yes,
do that.
yes.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
So I went ahead and put mine in for
It's
both
funny
of my
because when John
characters.
handed me XP last, he was like, "Are you sure you've been calculating stream MVP?" Because I was so close. He really wanted me to level
I
up.
did, yes.
He was really rooting for me.
Okay, here we go. So our giveaway is going to kick off, and let me pull up the Nightbot here.
So
Do we have any
reminder-
sponsors today? Are there?
Well, we did a little bit, but not a lot. So let's go
Are
ahead.
you begging to sell something?
No, I mean, yes, and.
I think you should do Frederica. Let's go ahead and do that real
Okay.
quick. You can do Mike Disney again. You're really good at that.
I did
let's-
better with. I didn't do as well.
I did Mike Disney
I
last week.
did
You did
Cozy
Cozy
Gamer.
last week.
I did Cozy.
Yeah,
But I like it when she says math rocks. That makes so.
Shining my
So you can do cozy. You want a cozy gamer? All right, you can do cozy gamer. You'll do Mike Disney.
Great.
And you'll do Frederica, and then
That leaves me-
I'll do Mantic Games,
Controller?
and then you can. Yeah, that's it. All right, starts off.
Oh, are we on? Oh,
Yeah,
we're
we're
back.
We're back on.
Hi.
And I'm pulling up the Nightbot while we go through our sponsors.
Huzzah! Do you need a pair of dice to play your dice games, or to roll your d20s or d6s? You gotta kill off those bad guys, and these are just the dice to do it from Cozy Gamer Dice. You'll find her at Cozy Gamer Shop.
When I find myself bored at home, I just
Roll those
dice
dice
down.
and hope for the best. But not only,
satisfying.
they come with little paw prints for your d20. No better way
Well-
to kill those bad guys than with Cozy Gamer Dice.
Not just that, but also much better than our Discord bot, which is giving everyone horrible rolls.
Oh, I got a 20 this week.
I got a natural 20 this morning.
Oh, did you? I
got a
saw
natural
hers. I didn't
20
see
this
yours.
morning.
Phantom rolled a 1.
My spread so far has been a 2, 2 7s, a 10, a 19, and a 20. Of all the rolls I've made.
I need to give you touch of law. It means that you can't roll. No, it's just an 11. You don't even roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's an ability you
Yeah.
have?
Oh, yeah. It's part of my legal domain.
It's part of my legal domain. Of course you picked up legal.
Of course.
All right, the
Law.
giveaway is kicked off. It is exclamation
He's a
point
lawful
Tumblr.
character.
Chandler did a lot of Model UN in high school and college.
I know. I saw his
Yeah.
posts. Yeah. All right.
So, listen, if you're just tuning in, there's this great new piece of art. You can see here in the corner, boom, there it is. Guess who it's by? Frederica Draws. It is so freaking cool, guys. But guess what? You don't just have to look at this art, you can order your own from the same artist. Seriously, check out Frederica Draws. Having a commission for your character will help you really sell it, get into character. And oh my goodness, all of her stuff on Instagram is also so incredible.
Yeah, it really is.
Give her a shout. Definitely recommend her. Period.
Period.
Thank you.
Period.
Exclamation
You got
point.
2 more advances.
I saw.
Oh, okay.
And was that from Lee?
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Lee.
Our stream is surrounded by
Yo.
amazing artists. Besides character drawings, if you're looking for some amazing, unique monsters just out of the blue from the brain of a genius, go check out Mike Disney. He's not just a good artist when it comes to penciling or whatever he did the overboard with, but he is a mini painter. He sculpts. He uses a Dremel to turn bowling balls into skulls.
And a big week for him because the Reaper stuff just went out over the last
Yeah,
couple of weeks.
so
People are starting to get
Getting their
those.
overboards,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
got some
incredible.
awesome
so
stuff
cool.
coming out. He's very creative, and if you're looking for a breadth of art, check out Mike Disney.
And he's a great role player, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he
a
is.
really good role player. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. All right.
All right. So let me do my command here real quick, and then I will talk. So I'm talking about TLG, Trollord Games. They are the publishers of Castles and Crusades, and it's awesome. It's a great gaming system. You should definitely check it out. Go over to their website and check out their Castles and Crusades system. But not only that, but every Friday night on our Discord, our very own Phantom NJ Robert runs Friday Night Crusades using Trollord Games Castles and Crusades system. So not only can you check out Castles and Crusades on their website, but you can come play it with us on our Discord every Friday night. Roll up character, have a lot of fun.
Woo! Kill it! And you can hear why they're so awesome on our Lore Masters Arcanum from the week before last, because we really dove into how simple the system is. It really feels a lot like old school D&D. It's very approachable, very accessible. Steven and Chuck from TLG. They're great guys too, so please support them. And then, of course, we also have Ferox Fabrications, who we highlighted last week. Amazing sponsors. We gave away Darren's mini painting holders, and actually it's kind of crazy that Robert won both of them. I contacted Robert to make sure he wanted both, or if you... What? What? Can I finish?
Yeah.
And he said he does because he has someone he wants to give one to. And so we will see who that is very, very soon. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to the action. You've got your exclamation point
Mantic
Tumblr. Oh, Mantic, yes, I'm sorry. So Mantic Games, makers of Terrain Crate. They've been a sponsor for us for several months. They make all kinds of cool, like the Kings of War series. They have a lot of stuff that we have used here on stream for our gaming stuff. They make minis, they make cool gaming systems. Mantic Games, makers of Terrain Crate, Kings of War. Steve Bloodwild actually introduced them to us. Really, really good group. So thank you to all of our sponsors. Did I miss anything? Several months. Mantic, yes. There we go. All right. Cade.
The suspense.
You're so disappointed.
You see the sorrow
Disappointed.
in the eyes of the townspeople as the dragon's corpse steams in the night and snow is melted away. Markov swaggers off, which no one really expects much of him. They don't know him, but they have seen him fell a dragon. They're very impressed. They have seen Irda rush to the aid. They have seen Alcott show bravery. And now they've seen Cade slide off a wing and swagger away.
A dead dragon.
A dragon that was already dead.
Okay. Let's see.
Cade stops, holds up his hands, looks paralyzed. Rest of the party.
Irda's going to take a moment. Take a deep breath. She's going to go find her shield, and even though she's healed herself back to full, but she knows that she's still got a sore shoulder for now. She's just gonna kind of do her best to lift her shield back onto the thing that she has to hook it on her back, and then she just looks around at the destruction. Time and time again, these people have suffered, and everything that they've been through. And then she begins quietly by herself to collect the bodies as gently and carefully as she can and bring them together.
Wings still out, or?
Her wings are still out.
Okay. She starts gathering the bodies.
All right, help. You're done.
Alcott?
I am following Mayor Shreed. He seemed to be emotional and walking.
He is. He's striding away. You follow behind him.
Yes, I'll wait for him to kind of get a good distance away from mostly other people, and I'll be like, Shreed, a moment of your time.
As your footsteps crunch in the snow, you say the Castellan. He stops. What is it?
You have been through much, and it is...
No, I have not been through much. These people have. I have been called their mayor. I'm their Castellan. I have been imbued with leadership by the kindness of Irda. It is these people that have been through much.
Do not forget you are one of them. You are from Turtleback. You are a leader of this people. You are them as much as they have been hurting you have. And you should not deny that. Take care of yourself.
Do you not see a difference between the leader and the led? Have you not seen how these people have suffered and I have been spared? I have not lifted a blade. I have not lost a child. I have not seen what Jimmy has seen. I have not watched my own family. I know you mean well. Alcott, you have been a friend to us. And I do not wish to burden you with my wounds, but I will not take consolation that suggests I have suffered as these people have. For I have not. I have the rank of my privilege.
Compelling argument, I'll give you that. That makes you no less in danger as the other people that were here. Be it luck, be it good timing, or self-preservation, you survived. We survive. We move on.
I do not wish to seem unthankful, but it's not simply luck. Look, they stand upon the battlements. I do not. He turns, crunches back through the snow.
Oh. Shreed, everyone in this fort has a part to give. Leading is a job. If there was not a leader, do you think the walls would be built? Do you think the food in the larder would be as full as it is now? Do you think that the fort would be in the prosperous situation that it was prior to the dragon's attack from the point that it was before? The people of Turtleback Ferry, brought together by your aid, when we came back, they were happy. Smiles on their faces. I hadn't seen that in weeks.
You speak truth, Alcott, but it is... He turns back around. It is the Azamar. She has brought this hope. Not I.
We have been away. You have been the one leading in our stead. Do not forget the power you wield, as well as the importance you share in the hearts of these people. Your loss would be as important as any one guard.
He nods, strides back off through the snow, gives you a look of acknowledgement.
Take a moment and meet me in the tower. There's some things we must discuss.
All right, rest of the party.
I go to Irda. Irda, where do we put these bodies?
Well,
Like, I don't want the people to see them dead.
I think that if anybody has seen them, they've already seen them.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be in view all the time.
Well,
Are we gonna light them on fire?
We should. I think we should do as Markov suggested. We will need to build a funerary pyre, and we can lay them on it and give them proper rites, as would be preferred. So therefore, we are going to need help building this because there are many who died.
I'll be at your service.
We'll need hands, whoever can offer them. And we will need wood. Lots of wood.
Alright, I'll go find men.
All right, I have to stop and just say thank you. I mean, Robert.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me, dude? Just thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of our followers, friends, subs. Jason Zavoda on tonight. I was so glad to have you with us and getting that gift sub from Robert. These are great role players, people who are so invested in old school gaming, Moose. It's as fun for me to see all the people that get those gift subs, but also to say thank you to Robert, who gives them so well done. This is old school gaming, fun D&D at its best. What are you doing, Markov?
Me? Well, to be honest, I've seen towns in worse states than this, and I that's a sad fact. As I said, I retire to the tower to go through the process of cleaning the gunk off of my boots and my gloves.
You are covered in it.
Covered.
You gave the tooth to her, you kept a tooth for yourself. There is gum material, blood, gore, viscera, it's all over. And you had something to show?
Yes, so I'll go through the process after derobing for the, not holy, but for the record.
Yeah, we all have the same. He's
He has an outer viscera layer that he takes off.
Yeah,
He has under
to the
wetsuit.
yeah, and I'll have to clean that in due time. While the image is still fresh in my mind, never stop taking notes, never stop being inquisitive. I will go through the accounting of today, and even here, I'll let you bring this to where it needs to go. Inscribe in my personal journal, which I don't need to worry about all this, but the dragon we faced here today. And I'll look out over the affairs below from a small window as I see to all this, waiting, because I know that in time, Irida, Cade, and Alcott will return to the tower when they're done taking care of their business. And frankly, it's not my place to insert myself right now. I offered my unsolicited opinion.
And no one liked it.
Well, no, I frankly, Markov doesn't care if anyone likes it or not, but he sees no reason to be chummy or to pretend things are well, because they are far from it.
Does Shreed eventually meet up with Alcott in the tower? Alcott will like wait in the there's like a mess hall thing in the bottom, right?
Yes, right. He's to
I'll
the
wait
bottom.
there.
Yeah. So, okay, you wait there, but I'll want to make sure I know what
Yeah.
everyone else is doing before I respond.
I'm going to go to the people. Well, they're probably not, but
Well, Irida has just aligned all these bodies. You said you were helping, so
yes, but she said we needed wood and lots of it and people to build. So I'm going to go to the builders of the Pickled Pirate and ask for their assistance.
Okay, all right. So,
But they're probably not building since the dragon was
no,
there,
there's
so I
been
need
no
to find-
building. You walk over
Right.
to the Pickle Pirate. There's no one there. You
Well,
do
yeah,
see
but I
there
know
is
there's-
wood.
Well,
Sorry.
yes, but I know that I know the men who've been building on it because I've been going there.
Yes, you
So
don't
I
see
try to
them.
find. Are they anywhere near?
No,
Oh.
they're not. Everyone vanished in the dragon attack.
Well, Irdo, we can use the wood I was using for the Pickled Pirate, and we can use that to build.
Alright.
And any men that can help. Or strong women. We got any strong women around here.
Gurg walks over.
You want to use the wood from the pirate?
The extra wood, not. Don't tear apart the Pickled Pirate.
As you look, you see like it's been brought in bit by bit by bit, so there's not a lot of extra wood sitting around.
We could also collect some from the forest.
Bergs.
It
And you
doesn't
go
have
in
to
and go out to the forest and collect wood and bring it back.
It wouldn't have to be anything refined like you would use for building. We just need enough to light the pyre with.
I can do this, yes.
Thank you.
He turns, thump, thump, thump. He walks out and heads out of the fort. He walks right past you, Alcott, as you're heading back toward the fort, the main tower there, Shreed. He's walking around, moving. And Irda, what are you doing with these bodies?
I just have them laid out. Currently, she'll move them for the actual, once the pyre is built, she will move them where they need to be, but she's going through anybody whose eyes are not closed. She will close their eyes and she'll say a quiet prayer over each. Lay their hands across their chests. Just sending prayers up to Sarenrae for all of these people.
Where do the bodies need to be? Where are you moving them?
We'll probably need
Where the other graves are? Or?
Well, we're going, since we're not burying them like we did with the others, she'll probably want the pyre to be built sort of centralized, so it's just away from anything else that's...
So by the well here?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
They'll do that, so she'll gather them there while Gergs is doing his thing.
And before Gergs leaves while I'm passing him, I will just sort of say, Gergs, you were very brave today.
How?
It's a very big, scary thing.
Dead. I was... It was dead.
We were all brave today.
You think I was brave?
I know you're brave.
He turns and ducks underneath, goes outside to gather wood. Everyone else, what are you doing?
Irda, I'm imagining, would realize it's going to take him a while to gather up enough wood. So after she says the final prayers for these people for right now, she's just going to kind of look at Cade, since you're still close by. She's going to say, Cade, I need a moment. I'll be back. And she's going to spread out her wings and she's going to loft up as high as she can get. Just as far as she can go. In the air.
Up in the mountains or?
Just in the sky. Where she can see the moon clearly, can see the whole of the fort, but far enough that she's not within shouting distance of the fortress.
Irda's powerful wings loft her up above the area of Fort Rannick, now Fort Von Frost, beyond the crenellations of the top tower, past the area of the mountains and up into the moonlight. You all see her vanish beyond earshot as she goes up, her wings silhouetted by the moon.
She's gonna look down on this fort. All these people, these lives that she promised to protect. She's failed time and time again to save them, to keep them safe. And she is just going to look up at the sky and say, Sarenrae, I know that you guide me and that you give me the strength to protect these people. But I am not feeling strong enough right now. And she's just going to open her arms up and she's just going to scream into the night with all the rage that she's feeling, because time and time again, evil has been destroying these innocent people who do not deserve this. Time and time again. Ah!
All right, so for the probably fourth time in the history of all my games, I'm awarding a major fate chip for roleplay. Absolutely chilling. Well done. Irda gets a major fate chip. None of you hear this. She's up beyond your hearing. And I'll let you follow up with what you're doing after hearing that.
I imagine you've made it to the tower, right?
Yeah, and Cade, you would have seen me walking into the tower as well, if that's where you wanted to go after Irda just flies away.
Yes.
I'm sitting at one of the food tables. I've pulled out a bottle of wine from my bag, and I have a couple of pieces of parchment that I have scrawled notes on, just sort of sitting around in front of me. And I'm just sitting there, sort of notating some things.
All right, so
Do I spy a bit of wine? It's not rum, but let me taste it and see if it tastes all right. You're not sharing.
Sit down, Kate.
All right.
How about that?
so we're focused on this now. Markov, you, yeah, you're in, right?
Yep.
All right, so only Irda remains aloft. Mayor Shreed, Castellan Shreed, he's dealing with what he's dealing with. Gergs is out gathering the wood. Now you're inside the tower, so we're going pure theater of mind here. I'm not going to use the minis at all. You're inside, and you're in this common area beneath. People are frightened, shivering. They cling to the walls. They look up at you for hope.
The people looking up to us for hope.
Yes. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not
so
you.
much you.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that's very interesting.
Where is Ida?
Well, she lofted herself up into the sky.
Did she say she would be coming back?
All she said was, I need a moment and we're on top of the air.
Well, a moment would intuit that she would be coming back. Kate. Markov, I guess, as well.
Listening.
These people... Secrets do not make friends. And we need friends in these people. They've been through much, but knowledge in what is occurring will drive them to survive. And will protect them in the end. I know you may think differently. I will, of course, speak to Ida before this, but I do plan on fully telling Mayor Shreed everything that has been going on. At the very least, he should know. And he should be on his way soon.
I lean in rather close. Alcott, are you not worried that once the people know the truth, that they will not look at you all in a different light? Do you think that the dragon came here to feast on peasants and villagers? Or are we left to assume the dragon came here for you, and that whether you believe it, indirectly, you all may be responsible in some part for attracting the dragon here?
My purpose in saying this is I do not believe we have a place in Fort Von Frost anymore.
And that, I agree with you, Alcott. I believe this fort's biggest problem may be the heroes of Sandpoint, for as long as they rest
Markov,
here.
please watch your tongue.
This is awesome. Just you guys play. I'll listen. It's so good.
I'll lean back. If you wish me to stop speaking, I will. I'm here as a guest. But if you wish me to tell the truth, then I
I wish
will.
you to stop speaking.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you're in
Okay.
there.
But, Alcott, what if we are bringing danger to Fort Von Frost?
We are.
Like he says.
Without a doubt.
So we're not giving these people a safe space.
No. That is why we must leave.
Yeah.
Permanently.
But, well, no. No, we just gotta go kill.
Until
whatever's-
the job is done.
Yes.
Kate. Yes.
I want to come back. Got the pickle plate.
Yes, I'm very well aware of your connections.
All right, let me come back to Irda. Irda, you cry out to the heavens. Your angelic cry reverberates through the mountaintops, through the valleys, pierces the night, and you don't hear anything, but you know that your cry is heard by Saren Ray. You know your cry has pierced the heavens, and as you loft yourself high, the cool wind of winter blowing around you, all goes silent, and the pale light of the moons surrounds.
Nirda will take just another moment to close her eyes. Somehow deep inside, she feels the warmth of Saren Ray, feels that fire
that her lady is so well known for. She takes a deep breath, and she will slowly bring herself back to the earth.
As you loft back down into Fort Von Frost, you see the corpse of the dragon still there. Gurgs is now walking back in, holding great chunks of wood. All of the guards seem to be scattered and fearful. The charred, blackened ruins of the stables smolder still. The well has stopped steaming, but the bricks of the well are all blackly charred, and you don't see any sign of Markov, Cade, or Alcott.
And Irda is not bothered by them not being there. She has a task at hand. And so as soon as Gurgs is back, she's going to start by hand, along with his help, if he will help her, start building the funeral pyre for the lost.
As Gurgs walks back in, you see he's holding these great stumps of wood. Wrong camera here, hang on. You did not see that at all.
Stumps of wood.
These great stumps of wood. As he comes walking back in and you loft down, he looks at you and you see there are great tears coming down his cheeks. And he averts your eyes, and you know he has heard your cry, but he will not speak of it. And he starts setting the wood right there on the ground.
And she'll assist him as they assemble this pyre together in preparation.
Back to the party. Rest of the party.
Alright, Alcott. So, is the plan today? But we have to leave the people protected.
Yes,
So how do we do that?
leaving.
Well, they need protection.
You see a little girl of probably 9 or 10 winters perks her ear. Did you say you're leaving? We would not be safe without you. Please don't leave us. I know bad things have happened, but without you, worse things would have happened.
What is your name?
Without us, there are no heroes. They touch her head.
Just roll my eyes at that.
Every time Kate finds a way to
Make it about him. I roll my eyes at that. What is your name, dear?
Anis.
We find ourselves in a particular line of work. The world is full of dark things, evil. It is just a truth you have been well aware of for, unfortunately,
She's
a lot of your life.
Little girl, we need strong, independent women who fight for the right of mankind to live. Are you ready?
Wait, are you ready? Was that your? I'm sorry, I was with you until the last. Did you say, "Are you ready"?
Are you ready to be strong?
No.
Here's a dagger.
I actually, at this point, Markov can't keep quiet.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Fully buried in his
I don't have to police everything as a DM. I need my players sometimes. to step in.
Markov will reach out and not grab your hand harmfully, but put the hand on your fist that's holding the dagger, and I'm going to lean, just a little into the child, and my face will soften just a bit.
The first time.
Yes.
First time.
Yes.
Takes Cade.
I like your hat.
Thank you. What's your name?
I just said Anis.
Ennis.
Ennis. Thank you. Strength is not within the sword, Ennis. Strength can be bravery, as you have shown today. Look at you, standing here, talking to us after what happened. And I look. Is there wetness under her eye?
Oh
at all?
yeah, definitely.
It's okay to cry. Life is full of pain, and you cannot escape it. But you have to face it. And that is strength in itself. To endure, to fight back against it, not with the sword, but with courage and with love. And I look around, I look around at the other people and I say, the people here need you.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
I have courage.
You do. You do. To stand here amidst everything and to speak boldly what you think, what else could be courage?
She throws her arms around your neck. You feel hot tears against your cheek and throat as she just clings to you as though you've given her a lifeline in the midst of water.
I'm just gonna pat the head a little, like looking at Cade.
There, small.
And say, and not saying, actually, I'm not saying anything. I think just hugging the child, and you'll actually, if anybody's looking at Markov, you can actually see his eyes kind of go into the distance, and you see just a little drop of water leave as he seems to be thinking of something, and then he stoically kind of recenters, and just pats the child for as long as it needs. She needs. It, yeah.
The thing.
The thing.
It's hugging me currently.
After a couple moments have passed, I'll say, thank you, Annis. Like Markov said, very brave.
Thank you. I don't feel very brave, but
It's getting late. Go get some sleep.
she starts to turn. Where's the pretty lady with the wings?
I believe she is preparing something for the fallen outside.
But she's all right.
She's doing all right. Why don't you go ask her?
Would that be all right?
I think she might appreciate it.
All right, we'll come back to you. You're outside. You're building this pyre. As you build it, Gurg, he slams the wood on top of wood on top of wood. The body's broken, burned, charred. Some that were hit by fire, some that were crushed by the weight of the dragon, as they are piled body on top of body. What do you do?
As soon as all of the bodies are atop the pyre, Irda will kneel down, say a final prayer for all of these people, but not only for the lost, but those who still live in this fort, for protection for them all, for Serenay's blessing. And she will pull her flint and steel from her pouch. She will strike.
As you pull it out, you start to with the flint and steel, and you, from your periphery, you see a little girl walking up to you, perhaps 9 to 10 winters. She has auburn hair. She sniffles and hesitates as she's walking up. Your spark has not yet caught the flame. Gurgs doesn't notice her. Everyone else has sort of abandoned the courtyard here. Mm-hmm. Even these guards have moved back inside. You see them both talking with one another. And you see this little girl come walking up towards you.
Hello. And Irda will tuck the flint and steel back into her pouch for now. And she'll move over to the girl and she'll do like what she did with Jimmy, and she'll kneel down to her eye level.
Wings still out?
Yeah. Just kind of tucked behind her. She hasn't thought much about it.
Annis, you're so pretty. I would like to be pretty like you. Could I have Wings? How did you get wings?
Well, my wings come from. It is what I am. I am Azamar. My family.
Can I be Asima?
No, it is part of who I am. It is what I was born as. I am Azamar as you are human.
I don't want to be human. I want to be wings.
Well, we have all our own beautiful things about us. There is marvels in being human. Wings are just something that I have. It is not anything more special or worthy than your humanity. You are beautiful because of not only who you are, but the things that you do and the things we can create and do for each other is what makes us beautiful.
All right, back to you guys inside the fort.
As I was saying,
I really need rum.
last time
I've
we
not
tried
had
that,
any for a while.
why don't you go up to your room and get a drink? It's where you left your barrel, isn't it?
It is. You know what? You're a wise man. I think I'm gonna go do that.
So you head upstairs?
Oh, yes.
All right. Markov,
I miss my ship. That's what I do. I miss my ship. And I head up.
So you head upstairs and miss your ship. All right, Markov, you see the little girl you spoke to. She walks outside as Cade heads upstairs. It's you and Alcott and the rest of the folks here inside the base level of the tower.
How much are you aware of our goings on?
I do my research.
It's vague and
I have been keeping up with you all since you became noteworthy, especially in regards to the death of your father in Magnamar.
yes, I meant to ask you about that. What all do you know about those events?
You see, I've been keeping track of him for some time, actually, before his death. And I knew of his relation to the Brothers Seven. I'll be honest, it was none of my concern. I considered it the banal workings of mundane corruption, that which you see in cities all over Varisia. I believe my assumption to be incorrect, Alcott. I believe it to be incorrect. And quite a few things lead back to the heroes of Sandpoint.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, I don't imagine it is. Because wherever you go, can I tell you what the common denominator is in all of my findings?
Alcott takes a very large swig of the wine he's got in front of him.
Yeah. You truly wish to know.
I've already assumed the answer, but please, just tell me.
Death. Destruction. By staying here in Fort Von Frost, as I have said, and perhaps I will say it more carefully this time, I do not wish to inflame you, but to speak to your reason, Alcott. You're a smart man. Think, Alcott.
Oh,
think.
no.
Alcott, it has been many, many years since you felt talked down to. There were a couple of your instructors inside the Magnamar Institute of Wizardry that occasionally did so.
The Stone of the Seer.
It's been so long. You're feeling this now yeah.
Think, Alcott, think. By staying in the same place, you all have made the forces of evil that strike against you, which we know, as you said, was the Lich and the others. They know exactly where to strike. By staying in place, they know that your compassion, especially Irda's compassion, will keep you present while they, out there, are doing evil.
I understand. Markov. You can stop. Now.
I knew you were a smart man.
Thank you.
As I go up to my room, I
right.
sing my little rum, 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 rum is the drink I love. Rum, 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 I drink it till it's gone. Rum, 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 I need a drink of rum. Rum, 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 it makes me more fun.
You reach the rooms upstairs, and yes, there is a barrel there of standard rum.
Huzzah!
You're by yourself, your voice echoes in the room. There's no one else.
It was not Sarah and Ray that helped me off that thing. I needed the power of rum. Just need to stick to the rum, and I go over and grab the rum and guzzle it.
You unstop her. You guzzle it, and it tastes perfect.
Huzzah!
It's not heavenly, but it's rum. It is still warming, burning to the soul. You feel the fire in your gullet that gives you the sense of courage.
I feel like my life has been restored!
I love that he's just by himself.
He's all by himself in the room.
Probably echoes to the tower a little bit
Drinking rum. Okay, so let's go back out to Irda in the courtyard. As Anis kind of steps away, you and Gerg have, lit the pile. She steps back. Are you going to keep?
Yeah,
All right, so
when the little girl's moved away, Irda will return to lighting the pyre, and just stand a moment. Everything begins to burn.
As you light the fire, it does ignite in a blaze, and the smoke begins to roil, and it's obviously not just the wood, it's the flesh. You smell the bodies of the burning. Anis turns and she runs back toward the schoolhouse. Gergs scratches his head and steps back, and you stand alone before this funeral pyre.
She's going to stand until it's burned itself out.
As the smoke continues to bellow, you hear the sizzling of flesh. It smells disturbingly like something that you would put over a spit, like cattle. There is this brief hint of just natural flesh burning. It takes many moments as Gerg steps further back. Again, the snow just melts away from the fire. Now the entire central area. What?
Phantom.
Fire's a little loud.
Fire's loud.
Well, the fire's supposed to be loud, Phantom. Sorry, I'll turn it down.
I've got the mic right up on it.
It's roaring for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's better. As Gerg steps back, and now this entire area of the fort is melted. There is no snow here anywhere, and no, I'm not going to flip my battle map out for that.
Yep.
You get it.
Yep. Mind theater.
Theater mind, yes. And now we're going to come back to you guys inside.
I've said enough. What do you think?
We must leave. Are you aware of where my father's tidings were bringing us?
It's a good question. I say in and out of character as I look into.
Pulls out a book.
Literally, yeah. No. Feel free to share.
The city of Magnamar. Are you aware of it?
Yes, I served as a priest there for many, many years within the Temple of Iomide. I'm actually quite frequent at the archives there.
Me too. We've actually passed by the temple recently. What was her name? Tira?
Oh yes. I'm
She's
acquainted
doing
with
well.
her. At the archives, yes.
At the temple.
At the temple. Yes, I seem to remember her saying quite a few things about you all.
You might be thinking of the lady in the archive. I'm talking about the
Yeah, we
lady
just
at the
like
temple.
because he said archive, and you switched it.
Oh, okay,
I was
so it
telling
is
him
a
archive.
different
It's the
person.
archive,
Okay,
yes.
yes.
I
What I know.
probably also have her name.
It was simple.
Mistress Irba.
Yeah, so
Is
that
perhaps
one,
who you are thinking.
that one. Yes, I actually ran into her, and she seems to have an account of you all. As for the priest, I will say it has been quite a while since I've served within the temple. Out of character, would I know the name he mentioned? I don't have it in my notes.
Yes,
I
yes,
do.
yes.
Okay. I'm not very well acquainted with them, but yes, I'm aware of her.
All right. The Aya span. Mm-hmm. The large bridge in Magnamar. There appears to be a something underneath it. Dungeon.
Her.
whatever.
That's the one you speak.
Mistress Irba.
Irda.
Irba.
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 Very similar, but not the same.
You might be noticing that Cade has two arms.
No, it's
Yes.
it's Irda. It
You might
is.
have heard
I must have
stories.
given it to you wrongly before. It's IRDA. I'm looking at the file right now.
Oh
So I gave it to you wrong before.
Two Irdas.
I'm so sorry. Well, but it's it's IRDA.
Irba.
Urda. I call it Urda, yes.
That was
It's
some differentiation.
IRDA. I gave it to you
I'll
wrong
change
before.
my notes on that.
apologies. Yeah.
Urda. Urda.
You both know the
We have
mistress.
some catching up to do.
Yes.
We're one E away from being the same person.
Sorry.
As I was saying, there appears to be a dungeon of some sort underneath that a madman from the Golem Works has stolen a shield down into. Cade's arm was given to us as prepayment for that job being done.
Do you have a name for this man?
Man, we're really getting into the notes today.
We're literally sitting here comparing our notebooks. Like,
We are.
that's a good point. Yeah. That's okay. All right.
We do not. We do, however, know Jairin Imakar from the Temple of Abadar told us that it was in what's known as the Shadow, which exists underneath the Aya span.
Yes.
Yeah, the Shadow's a well-known part of Magnamar.
He said at high noon, a specific beam of light would make its way through the Aya span to highlight a stairwell that would lead down into where we need to go. He said that the shield itself was needed to rescue the city of Magnamar from a great evil. And of course, I do not want to upset a high priest of an important temple in the city.
It was surely, especially the second most important temple in the city.
Alcott does audibly chuckle at that. So, would you be willing to help us on that journey?
Yes, I would, especially if the stakes are so high. I must say that I will let you know, besides killing dragons and monsters, I can be quite discerning. I can make people speak when they would rather not.
Can you?
Yes. I'm quite good at getting answers from people.
Good to know.
You're up drinking rum.
So,
I think that that would be a good excuse to leave the fort for a while.
I believe it would, and Magnamar is much more capable of taking care of itself should anything happen there. Well, I'll just hold my tongue. My point being is, yes, I'll join you. I'll help you find this. I feel like you all allowing me into the fortress to slay this beast, it's rightful compensation. I wouldn't ask for any money. I don't do this for money.
Speaking of money, how aware are you of my father's debt to the Brothers Seven?
I am aware of it. And I'm also aware that you seem to be in complete control of the Alcott estate.
Devereaux estate.
Yes, well, perhaps, yes, never mind. I'll hold my tongue. Continue.
We're such jerks. You make a new character and you're like, here's all of their secrets.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just him playing in character.
Yes, you have reminded me of the unfortunate death of my father.
Universal
All right, so like if we might have some confused viewers here tonight. So Thomas, who plays Alcott, and Chandler, who plays Markov, they're good friends, and Thomas was kind of. But we're introducing a character now who is already at the point of a campaign where we have 9th, 10th, 11th level characters. So the assumption is that Markov does not come in as a level 1 noob knowing nothing. He is coming into the campaign for a reason. What's the reason?
If
the
you
reason,
remember, Alcott was mildly aware of the heroes of Sandpoint.
exactly, Alcott. So now we're
He just
more
wasn't
developed.
the same studier of.
He is exactly. So he is a student. He has followed behind. He's had an interest, particularly when he heard about the possible connection with the Lich. You've noticed his eyes light up every time that's been mentioned. So
That was something he didn't have in his notes.
Yeah, exactly. So
Gotcha there.
At this point, I'll say, Alcott, you seem to be aware of the Thessalonians. Perhaps. You can help
Pull
me
out
with
a
some-
massive book and set it in front of me. The Thessalonians.
I know the books.
Do I?
I'm sorry. I got it.
It's the biggest book you've seen in your life.
I'm going to.
It's way bigger than your book.
I'm going. Yes.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
It's not about the size of the book. It's about the contents. Okay.
Even when I control myself, my players don't.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go.
But I'll reach in and I'll pull out something that is peculiar.
Bigger book.
Probably something very peculiar that for probably everybody but you, because you're so well learned. It's a telescope, a spyglass that you can pull out that has a K on it, and it seems to be Thessalonian in origin.
No, as he pulls it out.
Yeah.
So as he pulls out. Initially, it just looks like a small brass lens with a covering on it. And as he pulls it out and lifts it, without any interference, it okay, I just see what you did, Markov. That was not right. Did you do that on purpose?
No, I did not. That is not.
That's purely coincidental.
That is purely coincidental.
It telescopes itself without any interference, and there is a K on the side with a strange flourish to it. It looks like, and actually, I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face anymore. It's Thessalonian. You can tell.
By make or by letterage? Like is
Both.
the wording?
No. You can tell. You instantly it's ancient. It's Thessalonian, and both the lettering and the make.
I instantly can't help myself when I grab it out of your hand. It was an involuntary action. I just grab it and start.
Yeah, no,
trying
you
to-
see. Go ahead, please.
Marvelous. Where have you come about this? Do I see anything when I look through it?
Yeah. So as you look through it, you see it's telescoping immediately through one lens. You can see the finest grain in the stone on the wall.
Believe it or not, I was actually given it by my father. The words coming out like venom, spitting onto the floor.
We may have some things to talk about. Why?
He was an executioner in the city of Corvosa.
Corvosa, does that ring a bell?
Oh yeah.
Where? Do you have the map still? Is it on
I
that
don't know
map?
if I have Corvosa on. Hang on. I think my map might be too.
PG-13 in danger of being removed. Coincidental.
No, we played that so well. Come on.
Yeah.
No, Corvosa doesn't. It's beyond here and
East,
to
north.
the east. East.
It's yeah.
Yeah, east and a little bit north.
Oh, I thought Corvosa was along the Gulf. I believe it's a coastal city, so it's a little
Right. So
east and south.
East.
Yes, in that case it would be east and south.
East and south.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah, east and south.
He was an executioner in the city of Corvosa. He had this off of a man put on the block.
Do you know anything about the man?
Despite my best efforts, it eludes me.
All right.
He can't figure something out.
That gives such joy to the rest of the All right, we're going to come back now. Here, Kate, we're coming back to you.
I'm coming down the stairs feeling more refreshed.
Father's scope.
All right,
Feeling more aware of
Points to the nearest father.
happenings.
Oh no, Kate, you as you swagger down the stairs, you can't help but think of Ray. You remember those last moments with him. You realize it's been so long since you've seen Sully, Parley, and you've seen so many that have died. But the rum cheers you up and you don't care.
Like until it's gone. Rum, 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 rum. Oh, I love my rum. Rum, 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 rum. It makes me have more fun.
You need to.
So
you seriously need to
close.
multi-class in a bar.
So close into self-awareness.
It's happened a lot. We all get there with Kate.
And for some reason, from a distance, Irna hears Sarenrae sigh in her
Okay, so we're going to come back to you now, Irda. And hang on here. Let me pull up what I want. No, not Adrian Peterson. There we go. I want Adrian Von Ziegler on YouTube. And I need, where is my, no, not that one. This one.
When you've been stepping
No, not that. Sorry,
Love
the
that
YouTube
one.
ad. Hey, we can't have everything perfect here at Blue Box. Occasionally we'll have a little bit of a mistake.
The only ad I want is for Frederica Draw.
Oh, well played, sir. As the fire continues to blossom into the night, bodies burning, flesh roiling, Gurg recoiling, Cade staggering and swaggering down the stairs as
Someone write this down.
Alcott and Markov think, and share the size of their books and
The
their
length of their
lenses.
scopes.
Actually,
That
I
is
do
gonna
have
be
a magnifying glass, which is even funnier that he has a telescope.
It is with that tonight that we will end our special July 4th session here at Blue Box entitled Red Dragon Fire
Works.
Didn't work.
Hey.
It
And
died.
Cade survived.
Actually, fire is working. Yes.
now.
As Irda is the.
And Cade survived another week.
Irda seems to be the lone adult in this party.
I take contempt in that. I
Take contempt.
yes,
mean,
I
I'm not the one having
not
the book
appreciate it.
I'm teasing. I'm so glad. I feel like we've got great role players, but I just think with the
awesome
addition.
role play today.
No, I think with the addition now of Markov, we have really leveled up. Now we just, that sounded bad. Chris, I miss you to death. That's not what I'm saying. Chris, I love Bruel, I love Eamon, but Eamon was the more sort of bandaged, quiet. Now we have this.
It's a level up, but you multi-classed. It's a
Exactly. No. He just. Well, okay, what I'm really trying to say is, he bugs Thomas, and I love that. That makes me so happy.
enjoy that.
Why do you like that?
Oh, I just love the coming from the other direction. They love it when I don't know stuff either.
See, because
I know,
he's
yeah,
going to be DMing a game for me tomorrow. We play Starfinder, which
and-
is a sci-fi Pathfinder,
yeah.
and we love bugging the crap.
yeah, it's just
He
too
just
much
he
fun.
gets his chance.
Well,
every
all
day
right.
to do it.
So we got Stream MVP to do. We've got our giveaway to
Got
do
the
as
poll
well.
prepared.
And thank you, everyone. But we have shots are fired. No, I'm not firing any shots. I love Chris C. Carson. He is a personal friend of mine too, not just a gaming friend. We miss him terribly,
Yes.
and I would not want anything that I said to seem like I was critiquing him. I don't. I love that man. Give him a big hug. Him and his family, great people. I'm just saying that this guy being sort of a thorn in the side of this guy is making me so happy. All right, so
John just doesn't like it because I repeatedly called him old during our birthday one shot.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, no, I don't know. That's nothing to do with it. All right, so we're gonna do our stream MVP, and then we're gonna do our giveaway. And as always, we'll do a roll off for the giveaway. And it's our first time ever giving away a tumbler, a Blue Box tumbler. Look at this, beautiful.
Very nice.
Thank you
Hand
so
wash
much.
only.
My daughter makes these. Avonlea.
Child labor?
No, it's my wife. Thank you so much, Short Mom on the Run.
Oh, are they different?
Who plays
They're
Cade.
different.
Yeah.
There's two different
so
options.
you got this one and this one. We'll let you choose if you want the one with the. Whoa, no, not that. We don't choose that. Hang on, sorry. More ads happening. You can have the one with the blue box full name, or the one with the dragon on it. And we're gonna. That's exclamation point Tumblr in the
I
chat.
love the name vertically up.
Yeah, I do. They're super cool. So exclamation point Tumblr in the chat, and let's go around. Tell us why you should be stream MVP. And look, I never do this, but I want to remind everyone, I've given out, I think, 3, maybe 4 major fate chips in the entire history of all of my campaigns, which probably is close to 1,000 hours of DMing. The moments with Irda aloft, that was very special. Now, everyone else, tell us why you should be stream MVP. Let's start with you, Cade.
Huzzah! I should be stream MVP because I'm Cade. That's
why.
Well, I attempted. I mean, it was a very, very cool attempt to fly off the top of the tower. I did it in a very flourishy fashion until I will not name names, but there is a certain goddess who is, I think, raining down on me and made me trip over the top. We shall not name names of goddesses, but I'll blame her.
Cade gets an anti.
You are gonna get smoked.
No, I just think.
And I do not. I start to fall, and my friend Alcott.
I foolishly leapt to my near death and then insulted a small child and then went to get drunk after everyone else did all the work. I mean, yes,
that's a very good summary.
Yes.
Ignore Padras. I very gracefully just softly landed in the snow. Then I went over and I made sure that dragon was good and dead by stabbing it in the other eye.
Did you notice, even in that description, she made no reference of how she landed gracefully and softly in the snow?
No, that's the way Cade rolls.
That is so
monster has been
quintessentially
defeated.
Cade. Well played. All right, tell us why Markov should be stream MVP.
Yes. Well, it's not every day that one kills a dragon, is it? That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
I agree, Alcott. And then secondly, I think it's very important that we remind the youth within Fort Von Frost that strength does not come from the blade, it comes from the heart. And the
So there have been
strength of one's
2
character.
lessons for youth that you have provided in 2 weeks.
Yes.
One, the purging out of evil, and now the true source
By
of strength.
sticking in the
I
stockades.
think there's a school teacher future in Markov.
I agree. I think he's very good at both.
He's good with kids.
I'm great with kids.
Learned everything. He's great with
I don't
kids.
think anyone's thinking that right now.
Yeah. But you know, Markov is really getting into the strut of his character and showing just how discerning he is and getting on Alcott's nerves quite a bit, which, let me say, very fun and I think a great new aspect. With all that said, I think Markov feels that the lady of the fort, since we're going to be leaving, may need stream MVP. She needs the strength. Sarah and Ray needs her too.
All right, well played. So I'm only seeing, hold on here, let me make sure I got this right. I only see like 10 or 12 people in the giveaway, which makes me think something's not working right because we've got 40-something people.
I
So
saw
if-
more people.
Yeah,
say
like,
Tumblr.
let me refresh it here. Hang
Just
on.
wait
Maybe
until
there's a
next
problem with the
episode's lesson
giveaway.
for the kids.
It's
You need a new
refreshed,
lesson
it might-
every.
Oh,
Yeah.
Reset the-
Markov's tips.
It did.
Okay.
Reminds me of Iron Man.
All right, so type it again.
Yeah.
Everybody type exclamation
No,
point
type.
Tumblr
Which-
in the
Iron Man
chat.
3.
I'm sorry.
Or not
I
Hey,
just
Tumblr.
reset it
Yeah,
like
I
a
learned it
dummy.
the hard way.
Exclamation point Tumblr.
It's a humbler Tumblr. I just messed it up. So.
Stuff Tumblr?
Yes, exactly. So pop it in there. So we've got Farger 32, Kung Fu Grasshopper, Mystical Unicorn,
Jester.
Obsidian Risk, Pat 66, Pat Draws, Phantom,
Jester.
Ren Reb. Phantom's been on fire lately, by the way. Roger, good to see you. Keith, Set Monkey, hey Chris, Jester, good to see you as well. Don't forget our charity stream on the 17th. Mark your calendar. It's going to be amazing for St. Jude's. Also, So don't forget this Tuesday night, a one-shot being run by our own theater Evie Evelyn, and she's got a great cast as well. So it'll be so much fun. We'll have a normal Lore Masters Arcanum on Wednesday, which is never normal, and then we have all kinds of fun stuff coming up later in the month as well. So make sure you type !Tumblr, and again, I'm back to about the same list of, so we'll start rolling, and if you haven't yet typed it, go ahead and type it. Here we go. You, Cade, Robert. Oh my God, Robert! Every time that
I
guy's
won
on
for him
fire.
last
You won it
week.
for him
So
last week.
He is up. All right, Markov, you are rolling for Pat 66.
I'll help him out.
All right, why should you be stream MVP?
Alcott should be stream MVP for saving Kate's life. I mean, just
Huzzah! He should get it
fact,
for saving
he
your
did.
life.
He did.
would have definitely died, I think. 60 feet is a good drop, and he was already pretty low.
Yes.
Yep.
For assisting in the defeat of the dragon, remembering that Irda's a little resistant to lightning damage. That's the best thing he could probably do in the moment, because he doesn't have a lot of other options for damaging enemies. Hey, do what you can.
Electrocuting me, thank you.
I'll try. I'll get fireball just for that, because I know you're not resistant to it and it explodes. For having that moment with Shreed, reminding him that he is as important as any one of the people in the fort doing any of the work, that he puts his life at risk every single day, and that he should not feel ashamed for being alive. And talking with Cade, talking with the little girl, Annis, reminding her along with Markov that, dark things happen, but bravery is what pulls us through. And just the discussions with Markov and learning things about what he knows about us and kind of where we're going next. And Alcott very decisively deciding that we need to leave Fort Von Frost and not return.
Well done. Well done. Well said. And you will be rolling for Jester.
Hey, Jester!
And by the way,
He
he
just
just resubbed and said he realized he wasn't subbed, so he subbed for 6 months. Thank you so much, my friend. And by the way, we haven't asked this today, but we have one question for you.
Right.
If you're watching today and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower, you haven't subbed, or you're a sub, and you let your sub expire, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub here at Blue Box. We appreciate all the love, and we're going to go to you, Irda. Let's just pretend this is going to be a race and tell us why you should be stream MVP.
Okay, so Irda.
That was no shade at you guys. You guys were all
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to agree with you on this one. This was fantastic today.
Irda should be stream MVP for successfully helping to fight the dragon, and immediately after the dragon was felled, looking not only to help her allies mend their wounds, but also to do her best to help all of the people who were still out in the courtyard the best she was able to. However, her best just wasn't enough in this situation, and so she's feeling lots of frustration because she not only has vowed just in general to do her best to protect the innocent, but she has also vowed specifically to protect the people of Fort Von Frost, her people. And time again, she feels like she's failed over and over. And so she just needed to have a moment where she could not have to have the strong face in front of people, and so she made her way up into the sky and just let out what she was feeling, her frustration and everything, knowing all the pain and hurt that's been going on, and just feeling so very unable to just feeling in that moment that the wall is there, and just trying to break through it is the struggle. And then her coming back down, properly giving all of the fallen the final rights that they deserved, so that is why Irida should be stream MVP.
Well done. So I want to talk about that in a moment, and you shouldn't leave us yet because I want to do a quick fireside chat with this team afterwards.
Polls up.
There's a couple of fun things. Polls already up.
who's she
You
rolling for?
will be rolling for.
Elha.
Lee! All right, Lee. I feel bad because like several people have said in the chat that they never win anything or it's been a long time. That wasn't Lee, but I don't think Lee's won in a long time either, so that's good. So you have your stream MVP up there in the top. We'll roll for those dice in a moment. But I want to ask a question of the stream. And I'm going to give a chance for a special giveaway today. I will let you win. This is a tough one. Hang on. It's right back
This
here real quick.
AA battery.
Single
It's rechargeable.
Wait, who gets to win that?
I like to surprise people that stay on late. I'm going to give away this red dragon if someone can answer a very tough question. It's a bit ambiguous what I'm going to ask.
If I answer it, do I get the dragon?
Anyone can get it.
Okay. So than anyone answering this.
I'm going to ask you. I want you to think about this. So, Irda, this is almost a bit of a mind reading question. So let me just ask it. All right. So when she talked about the influence of her character and what has really propelled Irda, this desire to save, to help, to protect, and yet seemingly she constantly struggles and fails at that. There is a character in a current fantasy novel series written by one, I'll throw out a few names: Jordan, Lynch, Sanderson, Abercrombie. I'll give it's among the ones I've mentioned. It's one of those. I'll tell you that. But there's a character that is so quintessential
Don't use
to
Google.
exact. No, yeah, don't Google because it'd be a tough thing to Google anyway. But a character who is absolutely rocked by their inability to protect those around them. It is central to that story, and it's a great story. All right. So, as the stream MVP votes are going, it is not Sailor
Pat Draws did get the answer though. It is 42.
It is no, it's not 42. It's not Alan. It's not Rand. Rand's a good guess. Rand actually, no. This is
Lies of Loch Lamora or something.
Scott Lynch would be Lies of Loch Lamora, but there's none of those characters are that giving.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's almost painful how much this is referenced in this series. If you've read it, you'll know who I'm talking about. All right. Please tell us who you're rolling for and roll.
Oh. I am rolling for Pats. No, Phantom.
You got Robert.
MJ. That's
Robert,
right.
the winner of all things.
All right, watch that.
Vader is a good guess.
The winner of all
Parker.
things.
It's not Rand. That would be, of course, the Robert Jordan reference. Rand does struggle at times, but he saves. This is a character whose entire pathos is described by his failure to protect others.
All right, I'm using Majade dice. And I like big die, and I cannot lie. So, here we go. Oh. I'm sorry. A 10.
A 10.
The big die has failed.
A 10 could get it. All right.
Nah.
All right, for Pat66, who is always saying such kind things.
Thank you,
in
Pat.
the chat. Oh.
Ooh.
And
That's
you do not
6.
return the kindness.
No, I wish
Oh,
I
Phantom! We're doing well with a 10.
All right, go ahead.
For Jester,
Anyone
who
has a
is
guess
recently
yet?
subbed.
No, it's not Dune, Dixie Doodle. That's a.
A 6.
Hey,
On both
we
dice.
Oh my God! If Robert wins with a 10, he is the luckiest guy in the world.
Okay.
I'm
So
telling
Pat,
you.
you haven't read much in a while. Hold on, before you roll.
Yep.
Dixie Doodle, Dune is a book, not a character. I'm looking for a character, and I'll tell you, it's not in Herbert's book, Dune. This is not Fade Ruapa.
Flex on that six.
It is no. It's not
Jester, yeah, we got that 6, baby.
Sorry, Chester. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm rolling for Lee Elhawk.
Let's go, Lee.
Okay.
Doesn't count if it's not in the tray, right?
I'll be rolling.
Got to be in the tray.
That's a 12.
Lee, congratulations!
Robert.
Lee,
Sorry!
you have to tell us if you want the
We went so
lettering.
far.
You want the lettering or the logo. Your choice. Either one of these. This will be sent out to you. Congratulations, Lee. I'm still going to give time for anyone to guess. No one has guessed it yet.
And the poll ended.
Yeah, and the poll ended, and it was as expected.
Irda.
Let's give a round of applause for Irda. I would like you to clip that, if you would, please, and put it up on Instagram.
I'll
That was glorious.
Oh,
By the way, I
There's
gotta
some
say,
good clips
I
for
don't
us.
compliment stuff often on my table, but I think this looked amazing. I don't know how well you guys can see it here, but with the fire
like
here
that, yeah.
and the flame with the red, it looks like that's pretty cool there, actually.
The only way to
So-
keep undead at bay.
I'm going to give you guys time to guess, and I'm going to make this easier because I don't want it to be too hard.
Well, don't give it away. They must earn it. That's a nice dragon.
You know, John. All I can say is John said anyone who answers gets it. So if he answers, I mean, he gets it. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So give me the answer.
I'll give you.
It stays with us.
I'll give you 1 minute, and then I'll answer it myself. But I'm going to give you a.
Okay, Lee wants the one with the dragon logo on it.
All right, good. Thank you, Lee. We'll get that to you.
That El Hawk said that way I can have the one with the letter because I like that one.
All right.
It was my birthday recently. No, I'm just kidding. You gave me that.
So I'll give you a hint. All right, this is the only hint I'm going to give. The character that I'm referencing used a spear, and the spear was central to his nature or her nature as a character, and they were rocked by the loss of a family member early on in their life. In this fantasy series, and as I said, it's almost distracting how much this comes up. So if you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I actually got tired of it in the last book just a bit, but it's still a great series.
I think I know the author.
Well, I might let you guess that because you might help
I
somebody.
haven't read any of them, but I know. Maybe.
Okay. Oberyn Martell, Game of Thrones. No, that's also a good guess.
Good actor. in the
George
TV
R.
show.
Martin. That was interesting too. The whole sand and the scorpions of the sand and all the George R. Martin series. Those were incredible.
Looks stupid.
I don't want that dragon anyway. It looks stupid. This dragon does not look stupid. Don't say that. All right. I want to ask a question in our sort of fireside chat here before we close off. I think I'm really curious, mainly about the two of you.
Okay.
The two youngest players. I don't know, no shade being
I
thrown
don't take
anywhere. Yeah,
offense
okay,
to
all right. Two youngest players. And you've played D&D. You've played D&D. You've done it elsewhere. I've read a lot of the stuff that you've posted online. That sounds stalker. I didn't mean it that way, but I know you played.
To be fair, that's how he met me.
Yeah,
was reading all
exactly.
my
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah.
Can we meet at a Starbucks? You live in Murfreesboro, right?
Tabletop Adventures Murfreesboro.
No, yeah, I was
title on your
begging for
Instagram.
it.
But just like thoughts on like what you like about tabletop gaming like this, anything that's been surprising to you. I'm not looking for compliments. That's not what. I just really want to get your candid thoughts on gaming like this and what you've maybe felt different than what you've seen before, good or bad.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
Do you mean about like this experience right here and the streaming of it, or I want to know how I can best interpret
I think
that.
all of the above. So for
Okay.
you, especially because you're the newest, really the question was geared toward you, but I wanted you to be included as well. Everything from character creation, roll up, understanding old school lore, tabletop gaming, all of it. Like what has been, I think maybe stood out to you the most from the process.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll give a crack at it. So I have more DM'd than played in certain games and other occurrences, so I'm more used to telling a story than having one told to me all that often. And I've also never played in as deathly serious of a campaign as what you tend to run, because a lot of what I run or have had run for me is you are the heroes, you are supposed to stay alive and continue your character's story. So either, whether it be fudge rolls on the DM side or just Deus Ex Machinas bringing in something to save us, that's what I tend to run, and it's very interesting seeing how, you roll by the dice. Doesn't matter what happens, the dice tell the story, and I very much enjoy that because it puts the stakes on me as a player to sit here and read through everything I have and be as ready for what you're going to throw at me as I can.
Oh, that's a really good point. I think you want to respond, but before you respond,
Yeah, for sure.
I want to come because I have a response, but I know that Evelyn could give it as well as I could. So Evelyn, why is that? Why do I play the game that way?
Because for the really for you to be able to, as a player, to feel there being like some sense of danger, there has to be the risk of death.
Yeah.
You know, for you to actually, I mean, because otherwise it doesn't feel as heroic when you do these things. Heroes are in a very dangerous line of work, and it should feel all that danger. You know, it hurts when you have a character die because you have taken risks and you've been successful, and you've taken risks and not been successful.
It's definitely changed my outlook on telling compelling stories.
Interesting. Yeah, and I get this. This is not something I came up with, so this is not a pat on the back. It's just like I was taught this way. I as a player, I always loved the feeling of danger, and to me, I can't really pump my fist in triumph if I felt like failure was never an option, if I felt like it was just automatic success because I was a quote-unquote... I do give a bit of a boost to the heroes. You see the way we roll stats. You guys have, very good stats, and I try to keep you alive as much as reasonably possible, but the risk of...
Been a challenge with Cade.
You keep trying.
You keep getting saved by your party members.
Huzzah!
But yeah, that's exactly right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Thomas mentioned that, you let the dice tell the story, and I think that's true to an extent in the sense that, like it's super awesome that as a monster hunter, it's not like, okay, I shoot the bolt. I've got to really think everything that I have needs to go into this. This is a fight for survival, right? Which is really neat. That mechanical point that you put in the game actually helps drive my role playing, which is really cool. The second part that I think is neat, and I guess I won't challenge that the dice tell the story. I'll just add on that, we roll the dice. We can, and when I sat down with you before we started, you say, feel free to add some panache. You didn't use that word, but feel free to add in there a little bit and recognize that you're in a world, you're not in a game. So it's really awesome. I haven't done this a whole lot before, and it just unlocks something newer that I love about role-playing that I never experienced before personally, is making combat more role-playing. Like, Markov takes out the bolt, describe the bolt, describe the action. Because as you'll see on my social medias, I play a lot of miniatures games.
That's why I have this.
Yes.
This literally describes how I roleplay every spell I cast.
I have these 3 incredible scribes here.
And then there's Cade.
And
sing your rum song again.
I play a lot of miniatures games, which are very only combat focused. And for the longest of times, and Thomas has heard me say this over and over again, I'm like, D&D combat or tabletop role-playing combat is just bad. I do not enjoy it, and that's perhaps, I wouldn't say I was taught the wrong way, but those games are meant to make the combat mechanically work really well.
Right.
And you are really sponsoring something where it's not the mechanics. You're taking advantage of the fact it's a tabletop role-playing system. And I came in looking forward to the combat part of today just as much as the role-play and the sitting down and comparing notes part, because it allows you to express the character. I think junior role players don't quite understand that, especially when I was younger. You roll the dice, you hit, great. It takes the crossbow bolt. Next,
Right.
So that's what I've really been.
Wow, that's holy crap, dude. All right, so you get a secondary stream MVP. No, that's confusing. No, that's exactly like that. You could not have described what I want combat to be about any better, because I do like the mechanics have to be there. If it's just simply storytelling, well, then you can make it up. And again, there's no danger. There's no.
Otherwise, we're just sitting there talking
You have
to
to
each other.
have. Exactly. We're just talking. You have to have the rules and the mechanics. But the rules and the mechanics are a means to tell the story, and I think that is.
When someone asks me what D&D is, I always say it is a collaborative storytelling game with rules to guide the play.
Yeah, and if I can add, all of what I said, I wouldn't describe as complimentary. It's just my full take. as a compliment to what this has done for my role playing, like I said, Thomas and I play outside of this. The session after I came in, he saw the way that we did combat changed.
And he also did, he rolled perception checks behind the screen.
Nice.
Which he had never done before.
Just little things like that. And I think the fun thing about streaming it is these people get not only a great story, but they get these great ways to tell stories. Fantastic.
Lore Masters Arcana.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And I never really dress up when I'm just playing my games.
That's not true.
Well, sometimes.
Well, honestly, though, when the artist
characters he
like
plays-
does it, like it was
Yeah.
incredible, like how close she.
Yeah, and just having it like for an audience just really kind of gives you that encouragement to like go all out, make it as fun as you can. So that's my piece.
It's good stuff.
Bravo, bravo. All right, so I gave way more than a minute. It's not the arcade of Michael. Let's see, not quite because the DM obviously wasn't going to let us die, and it sucked. Yeah, look, I mean, a DM should never want characters to die. We've talked about that. Oh, what? Whoa, Jester! Jester!
You get it?
He got it!
He got it.
Jester got it! It is Kaladin Stormblessed from the Stormlight Archives.
Which is
Bravo,
who I was gonna guess. That's
that?
who's the author of that?
That's Sanderson.
Sanderson.
Brandon
I was gonna say,
Sanderson.
because Spear is related to their magic, right?
No.
Am I thinking
not
of
for
a
him.
different universe in his?
Yeah, you would. So no. It's related in that story to storms.
Oh,
and the
yes.
storms.
So never mind.
They store
I got them
magic
mixed up.
inside gemstones. He is just a warrior. His father was a surgeon.
But I
He
did
lost-
guess Sanderson as the author.
Yeah, you were right on that, yes. He lost his brother at an early age. His father was a surgeon, never wanted him to become a warrior. He became a warrior, was betrayed by a bright eyes is a form of racism, basically, in that book. So
Yeah.
it's not the color of your skin, it's whether your eyes are light or dark. If you're a bright eyes, you're considered noble. He was born dark-eyed. I'm giving away too much. It's a great series, although the last book was a bit draggy. But yes, you got it, Jester. I think my wife is mad at me, but you deserve this. I'm so glad. I didn't give too many hints.
I
You were a
didn't
great guess.
roll the tumbler for you, but you got the.
Yeah. So Jester, please, if you're not in our Discord, he is in our Discord. Oh, that's right. I saw his comments today. So give me your address and your full name in my Discord chat, and I will get this
just
glorious
DM.
red dragon out to you.
DM the DM.
DM the DM, and also the mug Tumbler, going out to you. Yes, Kaladin Stormblessed of the Stormlight Archives is the answer.
Who are we raiding today?
Oh, bring it.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, let's raid someone. And I said we weren't going to go our full time. We still went our full time. All right, so raiding a channel.
Say
Is
Fable 42, but
Kayla
that's
up?
right around.
Kayla's not up today again.
Accidental Adventures.
Accidental.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, now it was a tough question. I know, I was purposely tough. Oh, very nice, Robert. Okay, Time Lord's wife is not up either. I don't see any of our people up.
Yeah, I don't see any of our folks up.
I see some reruns running. Is anybody on the chat see?
Anybody that
Oh,
lives-
Kayla's with family today. That makes sense.
There's some cool people in costume at Six Sides of Gaming.
Ooh, I've never heard of them. All right. So let's check that out.
Recommended to me.
6. Is it all like?
6 Sides of Gaming. Capital S,
Oh, okay.
capital S's and capital G, all one word. 6 Sides of Gaming.
Twitch's search bar leaves much to be desired.
Yes.
It
Might as well
does.
not be there.
There we go. I got it.
Pat66 said they're pretty good, so.
Okay, good. All right, we're going to raid 6 Sides of Gaming. Again, thank you to all of our Mad Chatters. Congratulations to Lee and to Jester. We appreciate all of the bits and all of the subs. And I just want to say, honestly, this player group has made this so much fun for me. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here on a Sunday on the 4th of July. You guys are the best. And here we go, raiding. Oh, yes, and of course, the awkward 10 seconds after I click the raid. Cade, tell us about how this varies from all of your other role-playing experience.
Or sing the rum song.
I usually don't role. I'm first time role playing.
Yeah, no, so never role-played until we started playing here with our family a
But you
good
did really
decade
good in the one
ago.
shot that I ran.
Yes.
Yeah. And Cade has become a fan favorite for sure. So
As he should.
Yes. All
Because
right,
he's
and
Cade, that's why.
we are ready.
Scalawag.
Everybody give some love to Six Sides of Gaming right now. We'll see you Tuesday night for Evelyn's One Shot. Do not miss that. And we'll be back with our normal LMA and right here with this group on Sunday. Our special charity stream on the 17th must be on your calendar. Not only will it be great role play, it'll be great for kids. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye. Boom.
Did I miss something?
No, I was waving.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was just waving.
Waving at you.
The raid.
Where's my raid?
Where's my raid?
Should be gone. Should be gone.
We're in
I
the
clicked it.
We're on the raid?
Yes,
I
we're in
clicked
the,
radio.
we're in the raid.
Raid.
There it is.
Wonderful.
Follow that.
Oh, wow. I'm at 3%.
You get that reference.
Huzzah! All
Mini
right,
World
ending